It's a state playoff night in Northern Cambria. For the first time in school history, the Northern Cambria Colts in the PIAA Class A quarterfinals. Hello again, everybody. Same spot at Mansion Park in Altoona with Paul Tatarko and our video producer, John Smathers. Mark Burdig with you on Cat Country 106.3 and our video stream on Renda Digital TV. You can watch the game. Look on any of our Renda Media websites or Facebook pages and look for the link, or go to the YouTube channel and search Renda Digital TV, and you'll find the link for tonight's quarterfinal matchup. Paul, we were here last Saturday night. It was a lot cooler. We have a beautiful night. It's going to be a 5 o'clock kickoff as we welcome everybody to our First National Bank pregame show. The Northern Cambria Colts, you know, one of my favorite sayings, it's not an upset if you can believe you can win, and they believe they could beat Penns Manor and avenge that earlier loss in the season, and that's exactly what they did in impressive fashion over the Comets, 12-6.
They got healthy. They got healthy, Mark, at the right time. They've improved as the years went on. I think the health was the most important thing, and they hit big plays.
Well, the Colts are 10-3. They match a school record for wins in a season. They were 10-0 prior to the playoffs coming into vogue in the 1980s. 10-0 in 1979 under former head coach Steve McGulick. They're going to be up against a formidable opponent tonight in the Canton Warriors. Canton 11-1, and Canton 1 year later back at Mansion Park trying to erase a bitter taste in their mouths because they came to Mansion Park last year at this time and they were 13-0, and they lost to eventual state champion Bishop Guilfoyle by a score of 20-7, and they have the bulk of that team returning.
Yeah, they start this year. Last year they started 10 juniors and 1 senior. This year they start 10 seniors and 1 junior, Mark. I think you talk about experience, they have it.
The Warriors are looking, as I mentioned, to get past last year. That was the state semifinals, so they have big goals this year. They're 47-8 over the past 5 seasons, including 4-1 in a truncated 2020 campaign due to the pandemic. They lost twice to Muncie in the District 4 title game in 2018 and 19, but they've beaten them the last 2 years, and they come to Mansion Park on a mission, and Northern Cambria is going to try to derail them here.
I think, and I'm going to give away my keys to the game right now, but I think if Northern, like they did last week, stops the run, hits a few big plays, they'll be right in this ball game.
Northern Cambria, as I mentioned, last week 12-6. The road to Mansion Park in the PIAA District 6 playoffs. Mansion Park was the scene last week. They started with 2 games at home at Duffy Doherty Stadium. They defeated Moshannon Valley 34-20 and Cambria Heights 41-0. The Canton Warriors, their only loss came against a 4A school on October 21st. Jersey Shore shut them out 23-0. Other than that, the Warriors have basically steamrolled each and every one of their opponents.
Really, the closest game they had was the first game against eventual District 7 WPIL champion Union in the first game of the year, and they traveled the whole way to Union to play them. So they've been on a roll ever since then, Mark.
Weather, not a factor tonight. It was very cold last week here, but we do have a forecast from our meteorologist, Mr. Nordine from AccuWeather, and it's going to be good conditions for the fans and players. Let's go to that forecast right now from AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Nordine, presented by First National Bank.
I'm AccuWeather's meteorologist Jeff Nordine with your game day weather for Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona as the Northern Cambria Colts return to face the Canton Warriors in the PIAA quarterfinals. Game day weather is presented by First National Bank, and let's start off with the fact that the Colts will be treated to much warmer weather than last Saturday's matchup in the District 6 championship game, where they fought cold at about 32 degrees at kickoff.
Sounds like
the weather, however, for this weekend's kickoff around 5 p.m. is going to be much better, with a temperature near 50 degrees, and we can expect clear skies with patchy clouds here and there. Winds during the game will be out of the west, primarily at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Small impact, but not completely negligible. As the game comes to an end, we'll still be under mainly clear skies. Temperatures will be down to about 45 degrees. For First National Bank, I'm AccuWeather's meteorologist Jeff Nordine, game here on Cat Country 106.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
Back with you in our broadcast booth, and weather going to be good tonight, Paul.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful out. What a night for football, Mark, especially in west central Pennsylvania.
We're going to get right to the coaches coming up next on our First National Bank pregame show. The Canton Warriors 11-1, the Northern Cambria Colts 10-3. We want to say hello to everyone watching in the Bradford County area, in the Canton and Canton surrounding Canton Township School District area. We thank you for tuning in to Renda Digital TV. Looking forward to calling the game tonight. Head coach Tyler Sechrist up next in his 7th season. He's 53-23. This program has been on some kind of roll, and we'll follow that up with Northern Cambria head coach Sam Schutte in his 6th season at the helm. That when we continue right here on Cat Country 106.3 and Renda Digital TV on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Hey guys, if you're in need of a trim or a new look and don't have the time to make an appointment, stop into Mariah's Barbershop in Spangler. Mariah gets you in and out quickly and offers affordable options like $12 regular haircuts or $15 bald fades. Straight razor shaves also available. And if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Mariah has gift certificates available in store. After all, there's nothing better than giving the gift of a fresh look to someone you care about. That's Mariah's Barbershop, 710 19th Street in Spangler. Walk-ins and cash only.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, two great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
You can find just about any kind of home online. Starter, fixer-upper, or your dream home. Now, finding the right mortgage is just as easy. With the FNB eStore, you can explore loan options and get a great rate. Add to cart, then check out. Online or in person. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB eStore in branch, online, or on your phone today.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Welcome back to Mansion Park Stadium and more of our First National Bank pregame show, visiting with Canton's Warriors head coach Tyler Sechrist. And Coach, thanks for taking time to do this, and we hope you and your team had a great Thanksgiving. I know this, you've had a great season when you're practicing Thanksgiving Day and playing Thanksgiving weekend like tonight.
Yeah, we certainly are blessed, and we want to thank you for your coverage of the game.
Well, you have a long road trip to Altoona, so hopefully we'll have a lot of people back home that maybe couldn't make that trip that will be able to provide the pictures and the sound, and we're looking forward to seeing your team. First off, the way the bracket worked out this year after defeating Muncie in your District 4 championship, you had the benefit of a bye. So I guess the first question, did you make the trip here to Mansion Park last week to watch Northern Cambria and Penns Manor? And secondly, how big is it to have a break in between?
Yeah, we were able to make the trip, myself and some of my coaches left to Mansion Park to watch the District 6 championship. We used the week off. We did a lot of film study. We got out to practice a couple nights and gave the guys a couple nights off. Small schools this time of year, you get banged up. So I think the week off is going to serve us well. We get some guys feeling a little better and feeling a little more fresh for this coming Saturday night. Last year at this same stadium, the eventual state champion Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders ruined what was a perfect season at the time, but you played them tough, losing 20-7. The game may be even closer than that score would indicate, but the big thing is you bring back a large chunk of that team from last year, right? Yeah, we got a lot of guys back. We had like 5 seniors last. We got a lot of kids back with state playoff experience. We made the trip to Mansion Park before. We're going to be the visiting team again, and we are going to be in the same locker room. So it'll be something familiar to them this time. Even in a loss, did that game serve as extra motivation for the offseason? And with the fact that you had so many players returning, I would think maybe it was a motivator. Yeah, it was a huge motivator. I mean, the kids took that really hard last year. They had big hopes of getting to Hershey, and that probably wasn't our best game of the year against Guilfoyle last year. So that's in the back of their mind there, and they're motivated to get as far as we can this year. Tyler, you're in your 7th season. The program has been on a roll. Tell us about this year's ball club and what makes it tick. Well, these guys have played together since they've been young. Probably the closest group of football players on a team that I've ever coached. They're very smart, high football IQ. We're able to do a lot of things with them, run multiple offenses, show different looks on defense just because they're so smart. They're able to do many things. So they are a very physical team, tackle well, and like I said, they play well together. Thoughts on your opponent, the Northern Cambria Colts? As you know, it was an upset last week. They defeated the Penns Manor Comets, a team they had lost to, but always tough to beat the same team twice, and the Colts came through. Your impressions? They look like a very good football team. I know they're young. They look quick. They're physical. They hustle. You can just see that they're a close team just by watching the way they play. They're really rolling now. I think they're playing as good as they have all year. They're rolling on a lot of momentum, and it's going to be a tough team to face. Would it be fair to say it's a battle between teams with contrasting styles offensively? I think so, yeah. I mean, we've run the ball all year where we found success, being able to pass when we need to, but we rely on the run. I feel like watching them and watching film on them that when they need a big play, they go to the air. They can run the ball, but passing is their strength, I feel like. What would be the keys for you tonight, Coach? I think the key is just we got to be able to run the ball, keep the ball out of their hands, defend their pass, stop the run, be able to block and tackle better is going to be the key. Tyler, I really appreciate you doing this. I know we had some fans in your area watching the game last weekend, and we're happy to provide coverage here tonight from Mansion Park in Altoona. We wish you the best of luck. Yeah, thank you. We're looking forward to it. That's Tyler Sechrist, head coach of the Canton Warriors, coming back with more. As a matter of fact, we'll visit with Northern Cambria head coach Sam Schutte. That and more when our First National Bank kickoff show from Mansion Park in Altoona continues right here on the Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu, featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef, like the loaded A1 Steakhouse burger with 2 amazing premium sauces, and the zesty flamethrower burger with oh hello jalapeno bacon. Try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. DQ, happy tastes good.
Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria knows that a great game plan has been the key to success for the Colts this season. Athletic contests involve strength, determination, perseverance, and commitment. Locally owned and operated Morricone is committed to providing compassionate, dignified, and affordable services to the families in the Northern Cambria area. For help with any of your family's advanced planning, trust the team at Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes and coaches.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, 2 great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
It's the time of year when things are heating up on the gridiron. K&C Beverage in Northern Cambria are proud of the Colts and knows how their preparation has made for great performances this year. When you need to plan a great party, tailgate, or get-together during the holidays or hunting season, your great preparation starts at K&C Beverage in Northern Cambria. K&C carries all your favorite brands of beverages and is available for delivery and or carryout. Trust the team at K&C for your next celebration. Let's go Colts!
Welcome back to our First National Bank pregame show. First National Bank congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts on a District 6 championship and wishes them the best tonight in the state playoff. And joining us is head coach Sam Schutte of Northern Cambria. And Coach, first of all, I know Jake Slobotnik mentioned it on the postgame show. We ended up with over 24,000 views of your district championship win, so just fabulous support. And the costs of doing the games, of course, rise. And we want to say thank you to somebody in your backyard. The Smith Coal Company really stepped up to the plate to make this afternoon's video stream possible. And I know you appreciate the support of not only Smith Coal Company, but all of our sponsors.
Yeah, and I know a lot of our fans really enjoyed watching that feed, not only during the game but after the game. So big shout out to Smith Coal Company, because I think they made it possible for a lot of people to continue to watch that and continue to enjoy our games throughout this playoff journey.
Well, congratulations again on the District 6 championship. As I said to you in a text, you celebrate, but then you recalibrate.
Yeah, and it was a short victory celebration because we got a tall task ahead of us tonight, and we had to turn it around pretty quickly on Sunday, and just starting to focus on this Canton team that's tough, and it's going to be a challenge for all of us to get through this team.
Well, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know you had a workout at Duffy Doherty Stadium Thanksgiving morning, but it's great to be playing Thanksgiving weekend. Have you ever played or coached Thanksgiving weekend at any level?
No, I haven't. And Coach Wheeler and Coach Bailey actually reached out earlier on in the week, and congratulations, and that was nice of them, and that was one of the things they mentioned was enjoy practicing on Thanksgiving, and I said to them, I know I enjoyed it. I think the kids enjoyed enjoyed it. I don't think any of the coaches' wives enjoyed it or the mothers. It's one of those things that happen every once in a while for us, and we just took it all in and embraced it.
Coach, just very quickly, I know you were pretty confident maybe the game would be played at Central Cambria, which has become your home away from home from a practice standpoint, but Mansion Park is where we're at here this afternoon. Did you get an explanation? Was it a case where maybe due to Thanksgiving weekend, Central Cambria didn't have the staff to pull it off?
The only explanation I was told was the travel distance from Canton to other places were a little bit farther than they would like to have coming from PIAA. Again, that's just something that I heard through the grapevine. I really haven't given any other explanation as to why it was not played at Central Cambria.
Well, today a 5 o'clock kickoff, a very good Canton Warriors team that averages over 40 points a game and allows just 8. What are your impressions?
Like I said, they're a big physical smash mouth type of football team. They don't hide what they do. They're very upfront about it, and they do it well. And it's going to be tough to stop their offensive onslaught here tonight. And we're hoping that we're prepared to do it, and we're hoping that we can give them something they haven't seen before in the type of defense that we run. And I think it's going to be a challenge for us on offense. But again, it's one of those things where I think we maybe match up good against them, and I guess we'll find out here in a few short moments.
You mentioned smash mouth. They don't throw a lot. The ground game has been strong. They've a pretty big offensive front, don't they? And senior Riley Parker is a running back who accounts for nearly 1,300 yards on the ground, and he too is tough.
They're all big. They're big and strong right across the board from their line the whole way to their backs, and they have more than one back that can get it done. And like I told our guys, they're men, and we're playing with men. We got to be men tonight, and I think we will. I think we're ready to put our name on the history books again once more time. And like I said, we're not going to back down. We're going to get everything we have, and we're not going to run scared tonight. We're going to give everything we have, and that's all we can ask, and that's all we can do with it as a team.
Sam, they appear to be a team that uses various formations. I've seen in the little bit of film that I've watched everything from pro eye to wishbone to spread, and they'll use 2 or 3 quarterbacks. Extra challenging to prepare for that?
I mean, as long as we can identify what they come out in, they only do a few things out of those formations. So as far as our defense, we're pretty balanced, so it's not going to really get us out of position. And like I said, if we can identify what formation they're in and what personnel they have, I think we can. It actually kind of benefits us because we kind of have an idea what they're going to do. Like I said, it's going to come down to identification and communication throughout our defense.
Finally, the biggest key?
The biggest key for us is going to be to stop their run game. We got to be able to slow their run game down. We can't let them control time of possession, and we got to capitalize. We can't stall. We've got to take advantage of every opportunity we have on offense and try to get in the end zone each time. It's not going to be a 12-0 game type of deal or a 12-6 game like it was last week. We're going to have to score points and try to make this team pass the ball.
Sam, I appreciate you doing this. Wish you the best of luck here tonight. We'll talk to you on the postgame show.
Thanks, Mark.
Sam Schutte, head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts, brought to you by First National Bank. And our First National Bank pregame show from Mansion Park in Altoona continues. It's the PIAA Class A quarterfinals, the Colts and the Canton Warriors, right here on Cat Country 106.3 and Renda Digital TV, presented by the Smith Coal Company.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, 2 great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
The
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
With Paul Tatarko, Mark Burdick back with you on our First National Bank pregame show. Paul, these two teams, Canton District 4 champions, Northern Cambria Colts first time ever District 6 champions. Let's break them down for you. We'll take a look at the team comparison. For those watching on Renda Digital TV, you'll see the records for both teams. Of course, outstanding seasons, points per game. Canton averaging 40.8 points per game. Northern Cambria 28.5. Canton very good defensively. Several shutouts, allowing only 7.8.
For sure, Mark. They can get after the football and the carrier.
Points allowed, Northern Cambria 17.5. Total offense 332 per game for Canton, 339 for Northern Cambria. Total defense 247 yards per game for the Colts, 147 for the Canton Warriors. They have been very, very stout defensively. As I mentioned, they own shutouts in wins. They had 4 straight shutouts in wins over North Penn, Mansfield, Wellsboro, Towanda, and South Williamsport. Also shutout Athens. As for key players to bank on, brought to you by First National Bank. For the Canton Warriors, Paul Riley Parker. He's a heck of a running back.
He can get up and go, Mark. He's got probably close to 1,300. He has 1,300 yards rushing and averages 9.5 a game. He's only carried the ball 136 times, so he set out the second half of a lot of ball games.
And for Northern Cambria, much like last week, Canton on the ground, Penns Manor on the ground a lot with Max Hill. For the Colts, they like to go up top.
Young Owen can sling it, man. He has 2,100 yards passing, and he broke the school record, which was held by Rick Artley. I believe he broke it 2 weeks ago, actually, and he's thrown 22 TD passes.
All right, so that's the breakdown of the team comparisons brought to you by First National Bank. We're going to come back. Captains are at midfield. We'll tell you about that and get through the starting lineups and the keys to the game from Paul Tatarko. When we continue, it's the District 6 Class A quarterfinals on Cat Country 106.3 and Renda Digital TV.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
It's the time of year when things are heating up on the gridiron. K&C Beverage in Northern Cambria are proud of the Colts and knows how their preparation has made for great performances this year. When you need to plan a great party, tailgate, or get-together during the holidays or hunting season, your great preparation starts at K&C Beverage in Northern Cambria. K&C carries all your favorite brands of beverages and is available for delivery and or carryout. Trust the team at K&C for your next celebration. Let's go Colts!
At Mansion Park, Northern Cambria won the toss and deferred. Canton's offense will set that for you first. The center will be Brennan Taylor, a senior, 5'9", 190. Right guard, Gage Pepper, senior, 6'1", 230. Left guard, Mason Nelson, a 6'2", senior, 305. Left tackle, Ryan Eberly, a 6'1", senior, 200-pounder. Right tackle will be Will Colton, a senior, 6', 260. Quarterback would be Bailey Ferguson, a senior, 6 foot 170. We'll get to the rest of it after Trey Pershing's kickoff. It's taken at the 22-yard line by Weston Bellows. Breaks the tackle at the 30. Peyton Myers trying to drag him down. He runs through a tackle at the 40 to midfield to the 40. 35-30. He's going to take it the distance on the opening kickoff. He returns it 78 yards, and 15 seconds into the game, Canton has the lead, 6-0.
Touchdown.
Boy, he had a wall set to the outside mark and shed one tackle, and I don't think he got touched after that.
Weston Bellows, a 5'10", 190-pound senior, 78-yard kickoff return. And the referee's microphone, which was annoying everybody, is still annoying everybody. Extra point attempt is up and good from the kicker, Bailey Ferguson, who's now 53 of 61. And just like that, the Northern Cambria Colts are in a hole. Our coverage being presented by Smith Coal and Oil Company in Northern Cambria on Renda Digital TV. IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Northern Cambria is going to get the ball when we return on Renda Digital TV.
Congratulations, Northern Cambria Colts, on winning the District 6 Football Championship. And good luck in the PIAA State Playoffs from your hometown team at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria, where people make the difference, just like our Northern Cambria Colts. And going on now at Freedom, just in time for winter, buy 3 tires, get 1 free. That's right, buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Hurry in, offer ends November 30th. Go Colts from your hometown team at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Northern Cambria.
Sleppy Chiropractic Family Wellness Center would like to take the opportunity to welcome Dr. Evan Ludwig to her family. Dr. Ludwig is a graduate of Northern Cambria High School and a 2021 graduate of New York Chiropractic College. Sleppy Chiropractic offers services in chiropractic care, sports injuries, disc injuries, orthotic casting, decompression, robotic cold laser therapy, and a complete line of nutritional products. Call 724-357-9030 or visit sleppy.net. Proud supporter of Heritage Conference Athletics.
Back with you, Bailey Ferguson's kickoff taken at the 15-yard line. Peyton Myers on the return. Brings it up to about the 25-yard line. Brennan Taylor on the tackle for the Canton Warriors. So put to the test right away. We'll see how this Colts championship squad can respond.
Last week they come out and ran the ball, Mark. I look for them to come out and throw tonight.
In the gun with sidecars left and right, Owen Bucher, who had a big week last week. Back to pass, fires over the middle through the hands of the intended receiver, Ben Janosko. Let's set the Northern Cambria offense real quick. Left tackle Austin Amsdale, a sophomore, 5'9", 190. At left guard, Gavin Rezick, senior, 5'10", 220. The center's Dawson Schutte, a sophomore, 6'1", 255. Right guard is Isaac Wagner, senior, 6'1", 255. Nate Offner at right tackle, a junior, 6'1", 200. Owen Bucher, the quarterback, senior, 5'9", 190. Colton Peronish in the backfield, a senior, 6', 185. We'll get to the receivers after this play. 2nd and 10. Bucher again to pass. Pocket collapses. He's in pressure, in trouble. He's sacked back near the 10-yard line. Busting through Gage Pepper, senior, 6'1", 230-pounder. And things not going well out of the gate here for the Colts. They're going to be faced with 3rd down and 24 on this opening possession. Just finishing the offensive set. Ty Dummer, receiver, caught the 2 touchdown passes last week in their win over Penns Manor. A sophomore, 5'11", 145, outstanding as a safety too. Xander Delansky, a senior, 6', 167. Ben Janosko, a senior, 6', 210. And the outstanding Peyton Myers, who's broke some records this year, a senior, 5'9", 165. 3rd and a bunch. And they give on a inside handoff, and Delansky has 5 yards, maybe to the 16-yard line, where he's knocked down by their leading tackler, Hudson Ward, a 5'9", 160-pound junior who leads the team with 117 yards. 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, Mark, the defensive line for Canton is bigger than the list that I have a feeling. They're good-sized men.
Back to punt, Ben Janosko, 32 punts this season, averages 33.9, and he does get the kick away. Pretty good kick, and it backs up Weston Bellows to the 45, and he's going to return it to about the 35 of Northern Cambria, and Canton will take over there. A punt covering 29 yards.
On the return, number 11.
And Zach Colton made the tackle. Setting up with good field position here, Mark. Williams got to come up with a stop.
Unbelievable. They can't get that microphone from the
10-yard return.
Referee, I guess, is the problem. Probably hear it on our crowd mic. Ball at the 35 of Northern Cambria, and the quarterback, it's his second quarterback in there. They'll rotate 3 or 4 quarterbacks. Weston Bellows was tripped up. Cody Dumb on the tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts. Cody Dumb leads the Colts with 177 tackles, including 22 tackles for a loss. Also leads Northern Cambria with 5 sacks.
Yeah, their linebackers pursue real well to the ball, Mark. We've seen that the last few times we've seen them.
Under center. And a quarterback again this time is the sophomore, and he hands it off to Riley Parker. Sophomore quarterback Holden Ward, as they will use him more in running situations. Riley Parker, as Paul mentioned, 136 rushes, 1,290 yards, a 9.5 average, 24 touchdowns to his credit. He gained 7, so they will be faced with a 3rd down and 4 ball favoring the right hash, and they bring and bunch 4 receivers toward the left boundary. And the quarterback, Austin Allen, throws out in the flat. Northern Cambria trying to corral Parker. They can't do it. He cuts to the right sideline, but knifing him down. No, fighting through a tackle and maybe picking up the 1st down with outstanding individual effort is Riley Parker. We heard a lot about his strength.
He's a big boy.
190, 6 feet tall, but as we look on our replay monitor,
first down.
I'm trying to see who had him lined up there, and it was Peyton Myers, and he just kind of bull rushed over Peyton and picked up the necessary yardage.
Yeah, he had him 6 yards short.
See who's at quarterback now. They have a wingman to the left, and they're going to run an option left. It's the sophomore Holden Ward in the pitch and running with the football. It is Hayden Ward for a touchdown. Well-designed play. They came option left, and Hayden Ward, his 8th touchdown of the season on the ground. They give you a lot of looks, and they've jumped out in front of the Northern Cambria Colts. It's 13-0 with 8:32 remaining in the first quarter.
We didn't see that option a lot. I'm sure Northern didn't see. I said we didn't see. Northern didn't see the option a lot in the regular season from anybody, and this is one weapon that we didn't mention that Canton really has.
Bailey Ferguson to attempt his 2nd extra point. It's up, and it is good. So they take advantage of the short field. They drive 35 yards. 8:32 remaining in the first quarter. Northern Cambria Colts in an early hole against the District 4 champion Canton Warriors. It's Canton 14, Northern Cambria nothing on the Renda Media Football Network.
3-38.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
and Ferguson's kick taken at the 14-yard line by Peyton Myers, who's going to be downed at the 21. Drive summary, 5 plays, 35 yards, and it took 1 minute and 31 seconds. Option left from Holden Ward to Hayden Ward. We'll get to the brothers. There are 3 sets of brothers on this team. So Northern Cambria will start with 8:27 remaining in the first quarter at their own 21. And they give it up the middle, and Xander Zulansky runs through a tackle, spins for a yard or 2. Good defense by the Canton Warriors. Across the way, their leading tackler again, Hudson Ward. Yeah, brothers are we. The Warriors have 3 sets of brothers on the team who account for 26% of their 39-man roster. Hayden Ward's a senior, Hudson Ward's a junior, Holden Ward's a sophomore. They're also the nephews of head coach Tyler Sechrist and the cousin of Timmy Parker, who we'll get to. Kind of a heartwarming story. He's now at Rutgers University. Bucher throws out in the flat. It's going to be a pick 6 for Riley Parker. And his second interception of the season. He takes it to the house. He read it beautifully. And it's 20-0 with 7:38 to play in the first quarter. Ouch, that hurts. Northern Cambria down by a bunch early, 20-0.
You know, the coaches up top, Mark, they're going to see this on film, and they're going to see the seams wide open as it was against Penn's Manor. I think they may come back and try to throw down the seam, given if they give some time to Owen to throw.
25-yard interception return. Bailey Ferguson's extra point is up and good out of the hold of Austin Ellen. Long snapper Holden Ward. And we have not played 5 minutes of this football game yet. And it's the Canton Warriors 21 and the Northern Cambria Colts nothing. We want to thank our friends at Smith Oil and Coal, our presenting sponsor on the video side, and IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Canton to kick off to Northern Cambria right after this on the Renda Media Football.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
To Mansion Park in Altoona, Peyton Myers returning the kickoff. And a good return from the 15 out to about the 35, 36, maybe even 37-yard line. Brennan Taylor on the tackle, so with 7:31 remaining in the first quarter, the Colts will start this possession at their own 37.
See if they little wide receiver screen here, maybe, Mark.
They bunch 4 receivers to the short side, and they hand it off. Lowering the shoulder is Colton Peronish, but not a lot of running room. Making that tackle, Brennan Taylor, the 5'9", 190-pound senior, who's third on the team with 63 tackles, including 7 for a loss. Just a gain of a yard to the 38, second down 9.
Little hurry-up offense here from Northern Cambria to try to get spark.
Again, they bunch 4 receivers, and they hand it off to Peronish, who gets to the 40-yard line. I mentioned the brothers on the Canton team, talked about the Ward brothers, and also we'll get to that Timmy Parker story. Both of these teams with some extra inspiration. Other brothers the Coltons, there's 3 of them. Williams a senior, Zach's a sophomore, and Isaiah is a freshman. And Dylan and Lakota Frisbee. Dylan a senior, Dakota a sophomore. Quarterback Owen Booker flushed out of the pocket, runs the ball out over the 40, but he's going to be tackled well short of the first down. On that stop was Gage Pepper.
Tackle by Gage Pepper.
Pepper, defensive tackle, senior 6'1", 230, in Northern Cambria, goes 3 and out.
Tried a little spread him out and tried a quarterback draw there, but he wasn't fooled.
Punt formation, it's Ben Janosko, second punt of the game, averages about 34 yards per boot. Snap floats back, but he gets it away. Line drive, end-over-end kick, comes near sideline, and it bounces over the head of Holden Ward inside the 5-yard line and into the end zone. So a 59-yard punt and no return.
Canton got a little break there, Mark. I was hoping it was going to stop dead. I shouldn't say that, but at about the 1-yard line.
Well, the Colts will take that and flip field position. With 5:52 remaining, we should have a media timeout, but they're not giving it to us. Pretty simple, under 6 minutes, change of possession. We're under 6 minutes. We just had a change of possession, and I just told them 40 minutes ago. Unbelievable. Toss right to Riley Parker, breaks one tackle, and the Colts come in and knock him down for a loss. Ty Dump, the safety, third leading tackler on the team. Ben Janosko, though, blew that play up, Paul.
Yeah, he was in the backfield really quickly. Great read by him. Northern's familiar with this offense because it's very similar to what Penn's Manor runs. It tries to get Parker out wide.
Big viewing audience, I'm told. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Play action, no, they hand it off, and running through a tackle, running for first down yardage is Weston Bellows of the Canton Warriors, out over the 30 to the 33-yard line, where he's tackled by safety, or actually inside tackle, Logan Dump.
Weston Bellows, tackled by Logan Dump.
1st and 10 at the 33 for the Warriors, who lead 21-0.
Yeah, Logan and Dawson both move quickly down the line of scrimmage. Remind me of Rick Surfin back in the day.
For the people watching, I've received several texts about the same subject, and I'll explain it afterwards. 1st and 10, and the sophomore Holden Ward is up the center of the field on the read option, and he trips as he was cutting it back toward the near sideline, but he's into Colt territory inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Holden Ward, a sophomore, 35 rushes, 216 yards, 6.2 average coming in. They'll use him on options and designed specialized running plays. They also use Bailey Ferguson and Austin Allen and Weston Bellows. 31-yard gain for the sophomore. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Bellows, and Bellows is smacked down right near the line of scrimmage. Good defense by
Cody Dump, I think the first to hit him.
Inside backer.
Colton Peronish.
Also Colton Peronish on that tackle. Colton Dump, 177 tackles, as I mentioned. They limit him to a 1-yard gain. I will get to my point, Paul, about the text here in a second.
Yeah, we're getting texts and emails and nonstop.
Coming near side with the football, and it is Ward again. And Ward will gain about 5 to the 31-yard line. See who made that tackle. It was, for Northern Cambria, Colton Peronish.
And I think Ty Dump was in on that too, Mark.
3rd down and 4. Some people were wondering if there were issues with our camera after touchdowns. They said the light was fluttering. Well, actually, they have those new LED lights here at Mansion Park Stadium, so they flash them like a strobe light after a touchdown. So it's not the camera, it's the strobe light effect. It almost goes dark here. Handoff to Riley Parker, heads far sideline, cuts it up at the 25, now outside, 15, 10, forced out of bounds, far side of the field. by Ty Dumb, the safety, and it's going to be first and goal. They're going to put him out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
That was a topic this week, Mark. I'm on the committee for NHSF, the National High School Federation. They're talking about doing away with that at high school games.
All the
LED
flashing lights.
Yeah, that was one of the questions for the officials.
First and goal, Canton already leading 21-0 with 2:57 remaining in the first quarter. Sophomore quarterback Holden Ward in there, and he's going to give on an inside counter, and let's see who has that football for the Warriors. It was 23, Hayden Ward. So he hands it off to his older brother. Holden Ward is sophomore, Hayden a senior. Hayden scored on that option left that was well designed.
I think Colton Peronish made the tackle there, Mark.
Second down and goal from the Colt 3-yard line. Receiver to the right boundary is Hudson Ward, if you're watching. And down below, it's Bailey Ferguson. And they're going to fake it, option. Holden Ward trying to get to the goal line, not going to do it. Good defense by the Colts in their home uniforms, black pants, black jerseys, trimmed in gold.
Number 2, Holden Ward.
Ty Dumb on the tackle, so it'll be third down and goal as we approach the 2-minute mark on Renda Digital TV and Cat Country 106.3. Canton trying to extend what is already a 21-0 lead. They had a pick six and a kickoff return, so they've scored in all three phases.
Yeah, that's tough to contend with, Mark.
Back under center is Bailey Ferguson, the senior. And Ferguson turns, hands it off to Riley Parker. Gaping hole off the right side. He walks into the end zone for a touchdown as they drive 80 yards. And it's now 27-0. And if you're watching, you're seeing the flashing lights. And Canton trying to put out the lights early on Northern Cambria.
Hey, this team has been down a lot this year, Mark. Not a lot, but they're fighters, so they're not going to give up, that's for sure.
To attempt the extra point, Bailey Ferguson. Long snappers, Holden Ward. The holder is Austin Allen. Snap is good. The kick is up. Not very long, but it's over the crossbar. It is good. Teams come upfield with 94 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a disaster for the Colts, but if you're a Canton fan listening or watching, off to a great start. It's the Warriors 28 and the Northern Cambria Colts nothing on Cat Country 106.3 and the Renda Media Football Network.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
Back with you at Mansion Park. Peyton Myers takes the kickoff, breaks the tackle, and stutter steps his way out over the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Zach Colton on the kick coverage team for the Warriors.
Peyton Myers
and Northern Cambria
by number 11,
will take over at their own 33 with 1:26 remaining in the first quarter. 33-yard line, the line at scrimmage. Colts offense, 29.8 points a game, 167 yards rushing, 172 passing. They're plus 17 in the giveaway takeaway department, although that's dropped to plus 16 with that interception earlier. Delansky in motion. They fake it to him and up the middle. Good hole. Running room to midfield to the 45, to the 40, to the 30. It's a foot race. Colton Peronish to the 10. dragged down inside the 5-yard line by Weston Bellows, and the Colts come storming back. They're going to have a first down and goal.
Oh, great blocks up front, Mark. Nice little inside trap. They look like the Steelers from the 70s, your favorite team. Beautiful play call and design. Great execution.
4-yard run.
50. Let's see, they put it at the 3-yard line. 47, 57. 56-yard run. From the gun with a pistol back, Sharetti. And they give it to Sharetti, lowers the head, fights for the goal line. They're going to push him back and hold him out of there.
I think he got down to the 1.
Colton Peronish entering the game with 747 yards on 91 carries, 8.2 average, and 6 touchdowns, and that was a 54-yard effort, 56-yard effort.
Brendan Taylor was in on that stop, Mark. He's the center on the offense too, and he's a beast in the middle.
Second down and goal, and the quarterback Booker keeps it. Touchdown, Northern Cambria Colts. Nice move by Booker.
Touchdown number 12.
Booker left Hayden Ward on I-99 heading north, and into the end zone he went, and it's 28-6, and the Colts fans are on their feet.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I told you, there's no quitting this Northern Cambria team. I know that for sure. Coach Schutte will not let them quit.
Extra point, Trey Pershing out of the hold of Booker. Snap is put down and the kick is up, looks good, is good. And the Colts with 33 seconds on the clock. They're on the board. It's 28-7. Canton Warriors. Nice looking drive, 67 yards for Northern Cambria. We're going to come back with a Colts kickoff to the Canton Warriors on an IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Renda Digital TV presented by Smith Coal and Oil Company. Coming back on the Renda Media Football Network.
The Grove Bar and Grill in Strongstown is proud to support the Northern Cambria Colts and wishes them the best of luck in the PIAA Class A playoffs. At the Grove, enjoy weekly specials like Thursday Wing Night or Friday Seafood Crab Leg specials. Stop in after tonight's game and see why they are a 4-time Wheels and Wings champion. Also, don't forget to ask about having their food truck at your next gathering. That's the Grove Bar and Grill along Route 422 in Strongstown. Dine-in or takeout available, 814-749-8647.
You at Mansion Park in Altoona from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. Our statistician is Jerry Rossi, who has his own sponsor, First Commonwealth Bank. Our video producer is John Smathers, and on the camera, Josh Williams. Is Josh over there? Oh, there he is, through the glare. Hello, Josh. Squib kick, and it's bobbled, and it's going to be hopped on by the Canton Warriors. It was Ryan Eberly, and Canton, with 30 seconds on the scoreboard clock, will take over at their own 46. Northern Cambria just trying to catch them there, and they almost did.
That ball was loose for a heartbeat there, Mark, but Eberly jumped on it pretty quickly.
I want to amend that run for Peronish. It was 64 yards on the run that set up that touchdown for the Colts. First and 10 for the Warriors. Wingman to the left is Riley Parker. They have a wingman to the right with the quarterback Holden Ward under center. He's going to keep it, and he's going to fight to midfield. On the tackle, it was John Zemrose of the Northern Cambria Colts. Tackle, senior 6'2", 235. And we may have witnessed the final play
hit by number 59,
in this.
John Zemrose.
Him and Jack Sharetti did a good job staying home there, Mark, and not pursuing down the line of scrimmage.
And we have witnessed the final play of the first quarter. 35 points on the board if you're a Northern Cambria fan. Unfortunately, 28 of them belong to Canton, but the Colts playing with some heart. They bounced back and got on the board. A lot of time to go here at Mansion Park. PIAA Class A quarterfinals. After one, it's Canton 28, Northern Cambria 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
Hey guys, if you're in need of a trim or a new look and don't have the time to make an appointment, stop into Mariah's Barbershop in Spangler. Mariah gets you in and out quickly and offers affordable options like $12 regular haircuts or $15 bald fades. Straight razor shaves also available. And if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Mariah has gift certificates available in store. After all, there's nothing better than giving the gift of a fresh look to someone you care about. That's Mariah's Barbershop, 710 19th Street in Spangler, walk-ins and cash only.
Burdick back with you at Mansion Park in Altoona. First play of the second quarter, and the handoff. Riley Parker has the football. Going to be stopped about 2 yards shy of the first down. On the tackle was inside linebacker Cody Dumm. First quarter yardage.
Third down and 2.
Northern Cambria ran 9 plays for 64 yards. Canton, 119 yards of total offense. And the give, and it's actually the quarterback, Holden Ward, keeping the football, and he has a first down to the Colt 40-yard line.
These three quarterbacks, they alternate. They all bring a different aspect to the game, Mark. Each one does something different. Boy, they're all on the same page, though, as far as up front.
Actually, they'll use 4, counting Bellows. Let's see if it's the sophomore Ward in there again. He puts his brother in motion, and he tosses it to him around the left end, and he's hit and going to back his way to about the 36-yard line of the Colts. That was 23 Hayden Ward, the senior, on the carry. 374 yards rushing entering the game. Zach, on the tackle, it was Edwin Luther in there for the Colts.
I think that was number 11, Mark. It's hard to see. Maybe it's the glare off.
Sometimes you're better off looking right here.
Yep.
Second down and 6. Colts defense shifts, and Ward hands it off up the middle to Bellows. Bellows from one side of the 35 to the other to about the 34-yard line. Sets up third down and 4. On the tackle, it was... let's see here.
One of them was
Colton Peronish.
Yeah.
Yep, Colton Peronish on that tackle. So third down and 4. Football, as we look out of our S&T Bank broadcast booth from the gridiron to the classroom, S&T Bank has you covered. Wide side of the field toward the Colts bench. They send a receiver. If you're watching on the bottom of your screen, that's Hudson Ward. And Holden, the sophomore, and a southpaw, throws down the left sideline, and it's out of bounds and incomplete.
Really good defense over there, Mark.
Intended receiver Austin Allen, and good coverage on that play.
I can't catch that number. I think it was the same one that made the last tackle, Mark. I think it was Edwin Luther on the coverage.
I thought it was maybe Peyton Myers, but...
Yeah, I think you're correct. I think you're correct.
Fourth down and 4. Let's see if the Colts defense can get off the field and get the ball back into the hands of the offense. Quarterback is the sophomore Holden Ward again. And he's going to hand it off. No, option right, and the Colts have him. They stop him short, and they're going to take over. Listen to the Northern Cambria crowd, and there's a lot of them down below us. They stopped the Warriors, and Xander Delansky, as we look on our replay monitor, among others. And Dumm.
There was a host of them, Mark, that's for sure.
Cody Dumm came in. So the Colts will take over.
I think Holden Ward wishes he would have pitched that ball.
Football at the 33-yard line.
Nobody in the middle of the field.
And they're going to give on a reverse to Peyton Myers, trying to get to the edge. Dances it outside at the 30, but he's tripped up. Getting him is Riley Parker across the way for the Canton Warriors.
Peyton did a nice job just to get back to the line of scrimmage there, Mark. He was tripped up in the backfield and kept his balance to gain a yard.
So Northern Cambria at the 34-yard line. 9:05 remaining in the first half, 28-7 Canton. Shotgun with a sidecar to his left, and Owen Bucher. Pretty good protection, fires an out pattern to Delansky, who tiptoes out of bounds right in front of the Warriors bench on the far side of the field at the 39-yard line. Sets up third and manageable. We'll call it 3rd down and 9.
Game 5.
Want to thank Smith Oil and Smith Coal and Oil Company from Northern Cambria for their outstanding support of tonight's game, making the video stream possible. Want to get to the inspirational teammates, and now we have a timeout called. Let's see, official timeout. I don't know that either team has called a timeout. Both teams with inspiring stories that have been a part of them. Northern Cambria School District family was saddened with the passing of Maverick Baker in February of this year. Baker earned a lot of playing time as a sophomore last year, and he's being remembered by his 2022 Colts in a variety of ways. Colts have remembered Baker. Season opener, they ran out of the tunnel with the number 21 flag. Some of the players have arm sleeves with his name and number, and some on their wrist tape. I'm sure he was smiling looking down last Saturday night when the Colts won their first ever District 6 championship. Throwing over the middle, Myers open at the 40-yard line. Play gonna cover nearly 20 yards.
Myers, 24-yard completion.
24 yards, they're saying.
First down, Colts.
Well thrown ball from Owen Bucher, who entered the game 150 of 241 for 2,213 yards. Read option, and he's going to keep it, and he's inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. So I like the way the Colts have responded. They haven't quit at all after falling behind 28-0.
Owen Bucher on the carry.
Yeah, the middle of the field, as we saw last week, Mark, it can be open when Northern Cambria spreads the ball out.
2nd down, 6 to go. Ball on the right hash, wide side of the field toward the Colt bench. Slot receivers, Peyton Myers, Janosko, receiver to the left boundary, and they send a man in motion, but they go the opposite way. That's the same play they scored a touchdown on, going the opposite direction against Penn's Manor, as Ty Dum hauls it in for his 39th reception of the season.
Tackle by number 64.
On the tackle,
Mason Harold.
Mason Harold for the
That's a gain of
Warriors.
3rd down and 4.
Gain of a few, it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, that's Ty's 39th reception, but 11 of them went for touchdowns. So all he does is catch touchdown passes, Mark.
Yep. He actually has one more than Peyton Myers, who has a lot more receptions. And was that the quarterback keeping the ball?
Yes,
I was looking down at my notes.
He faked the pitch to the right, Mark, and kept it in the defensive end on the left side for Canton State at home.
These referees with the microphone, their lack of time management has been atrocious. We just talked to them before the game about media timeouts. They're giving about 45 seconds on kickoffs. You can't butcher it any more than you are, guys. And now the ref doesn't even realize his microphone is causing all kind of issues. You can probably hear it in our field mic. 6:20 remaining. 4th down and 4, and a timeout called. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Schutte wants to complain about that.
I think he's going to go say something, Mark.
I mean, come on. It's so loud.
But he has his mic on, and he probably doesn't realize that these other guys got to tell him that.
Is this his first game? 6:17 remaining in the first half. It's Canton 21, Northern Cambria 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get them, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Park in Altoona on an RMC High School Sports Night. Renda Digital TV presented by Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria. 4th down and 4 to go for the Colts with 6:17 remaining in the first half. It's 28-7 Canton. From the gun with the sidecar to his left is Bucher. Takes the shotgun snap. Fires over the middle. Too tall for the intended receiver, Peyton Myers, and they will turn it over on downs.
I look for them to come back to that play, Mark. They had the wheel route wide open to this side of the field. Delansky had nobody over there with him. They'll come back to that play, Mark.
So Canton starts at their own 34-yard line with 6:12 remaining. Their offense averaging 40.8 points per game, 268 yards rushing. They don't pass a lot, only 64 yards passing, 332 per game. And they give to the deep back, and knifing them down after a 1-yard gain is Ben Janosko. And that was Riley Parker on the tackle. You know, the Canton Warriors, exactly 4 years ago to the day in 2018, Canton Warriors sophomore Timmy Ward was enjoying a fine sophomore season with nearly 1,000 yards rushing and receiving with 12 touchdowns when he and his family's world was rocked when he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. He underwent chemo for 3 months, lost 30 pounds. We'll get back to it after this play. 2nd down and 10. And Bailey Ferguson hands it off to Parker and smothering him. The Northern Cambria Colts busting through was inside backer Cody Dumm and Dawson Schutte. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. So he undergoes chemo, Parker does. Final treatment was in March of 2019, was declared cancer-free. God bless him. He was allowed to repeat his junior year of high school due to the time he missed for treatment, but was not quite strong enough to play football. We'll get back to this story. It's really something. 3rd down and 10. Ferguson looking to pass, flushed out of the pocket. Thumb after him, loses the football. It's on the turf. Can they get to it? It goes out of bounds, and I think Canton will retain it at the 20-yard line.
That's a new rule from this year, Mark, that the quarterback's allowed to they're going to call it. Yes, they are. He has to reach the line of scrimmage with the football.
Just as they explain this, back to Timmy Parker. So after that, he's cleared to play, wasn't strong enough to play football. Then tragedy struck again. He tore his ACL in the final scrimmage before his senior season. He was recruited by Division II schools like East Stroudsburg and others, but he wanted to try to walk on at Rutgers, and he did. And he first joined the Scarlet Knights as an equipment manager, but he earned walk-on status as a defensive back and then started receiving time on special teams. And on November 5th, earlier this month, he scoops up a block punt, returns it for a touchdown against the Michigan Wolverines, and ties the game up at 7. I think it's quite a story.
Inspirational for sure, Mark, without a doubt.
So Timmy Parker, good for you. Maybe you're watching your alumni here tonight, the Warriors. They're going to have to punt. They have 4th and 28 at their own 16. And the punter
that was a
gets
boomer.
it away. Fair catch called for at the 40-yard line by Ty Dumm. We should have a media timeout. 44-yard punt and no return. 4:36 remaining in the first half. Canton 28, Northern Cambria 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get them, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Canton Park in Altoona, first play for Northern Cambria, goes up the middle. Peronish going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss. we did not get the media timeout again, which is infuriating, that we went over it with the officials. You pay a rights fee for a reason, and they can't get something as simple as that right. Unbelievable. Second down and 11. Bucher to pass. Throws a floater. Going to be over the head of Xander Zelansky. Xander Delansky, the intended receiver. On the stop, it was Austin, or on the coverage, I should say, it was Austin Allen. Paul Tatarko, you went downstairs to try to pass it along?
Well, I told the PA announcer to remind the officials that it's too late. Well, it's not too late, but especially for the second half, I have to. I'll get down to the officials' locker room and tell them.
Yeah. Third down and 11, wide side of the field toward the Canton bench. And they're going to give, and coming near side with the football to midfield, dragged down from behind. There's a different look from the Colts. Logan Dumb on the carry, just his 7th of the season. And he's close to a first down depending on the spot.
Little reverse.
Yeah, on the replay, he lined up as an H-back to the right and came near side and had running room. And it is a first down, 11 yards, and on the tackle, it was Hudson Ward for the Canton Warriors. 3:35 clock ticking here in the first half, 28-7. Canton with the lead, but Northern Cambria has controlled play here for the better part of the second quarter.
Hopefully someone from the PIAA is listening or watching will tell those guys at halftime.
First and 10, Bucher to pass, throwing down the seam, and it's incomplete. Colts fans want a flag on Riley Parker.
We'll have to watch a replay this, Mark. It looks like he might have grabbed his shirt a little bit.
Peyton Myers, the intended receiver, as he found a seam between two defenders.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's ticky-tack, but he might have had him by the hip a little bit.
Second down and goal at midfield. Altoona logo emblazoned on the new turf here at Mansion Park in Altoona. Congratulations to the IUP Crimson Hawks. 19-13 winner over Ashland in the Division II playoffs today. Bucher, read option. He's going to keep it. Cuts it to the 45, down at the 44. He'll gain 6 yards. On the stop, Riley Parker for the Canton Warriors.
This is a nice little wrinkle that Northern's put in basically just for this game, Mark. It's worked well. That's how they scored a touchdown.
Canton's football history dates back to 1921. They're in position to notch their 500th victory in school history next year. They're 491, 419, and 39 all time. Coach Ryan Seacrest, a 99 graduate of Canton, where he played tight end and outside linebacker. He's a business teacher at this school. Third down and 4,
that was a run. Yeah.
And smothering the ball carrier. Let's see who has that. Was that Peronish? Yes, it was.
That was a run blitz all the way, Mark. There was no linebackers. Everybody, they brought everyone.
Fourth down and 7, and let's see if the Colts send out the punt team, and they will.
Yeah, Northern Cambria got down here early, Mark, but they haven't quit, that's for sure. 2 big plays for Canton, the interception for a touchdown, the kickoff for touchdown, or it would be 14-7.
Quarterback Owen Bucher is the long snapper. Ben Janosko, the punter, stands at his own 39. No pressure, gets the kick away. High and short. Fair catch called for at the 13-yard line. It's bobbled, and now he'll be downed. And let's see, that was the sophomore Holden Ward who lost the handle with 1:45 remaining here in the first half. Thanks to the officials, we are behind on our commercial obligations. 35-yard punt.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make a venture to the officials' room and
yeah, that would be nice. I would appreciate that. We had a meeting on the field. First and 10, 1:45. I know they have a tough job to do. I don't underestimate that.
Yeah, but
you get them all year, and then you get to this level, and you can't. Here's a hole up the middle, 25-30, running with the footballs. Parker to the 40, near side, 50-yard line, trying to get the angle on him, and he's finally downed inside the 30 by Peyton Myers.
Good job by Peyton staying with him there, Mark, and getting him to the ground.
So line of scrimmage was the 13.
I think 25, he might have hurt his right shoulder a little bit there, Mark.
60-yard gain by Riley Parker.
60-yard run.
He took himself out of the game. And he's squatted down on the sideline. Maybe he's just tired.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know how at age 18 or 17 you can be tired.
From the 27 of the Colts, Weston Bellows in the backfield. It's an option left, and Holden pitches it to his brother, and that is Hayden Ward. And Hayden has 5 yards to the 22-yard line.
Hayden Ward, initial hit by Cody Dump.
Yeah, I think
timeout called by Canton. We'll take one with them. 61 seconds remaining in the first half on an IRMC Playoff Sports Night. It's 28-7, Canton threatening for more when we come back on the Renda Media Football Network.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
The Grove Bar and Grill in Strongstown is proud to support the Northern Cambria Colts and wishes them the best of luck in the PIAA Class A playoffs. At the Grove, enjoy weekly specials like Thursday Wing Night or Friday Seafood Crab Leg specials. Stop in after tonight's game and see why they are a 4-time Wheels and Wings champion. Also, don't forget to ask about having their food truck at your next gathering. That's the Grove Bar and Grill along Route 422 in Strongstown. Dine-in or takeout available 814-749-8647.
5, and the Canton Warriors out of their own timeout, running for first down yardage down to about the 12-yard line. That was Weston Bellows.
Gain of 10, Westy.
Jack Sharetti on the tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts. Clock restarted, 50 seconds remaining here in the first half, and Ward looking to pass, southpaw over the middle, it's dropped in the end zone, and incomplete, intended for his older brother Hayden Ward, and it will be 2nd and 10.
That's a shocking play call there from my perspective, Mark. They run the ball down the field unless they saw something above, but I know Ty Dumb, he stays at home back there until he sees it's run.
Want to say hello to Marion Center head coach Adam Rising, who checked in with us. Hello, Adam. Does a great job with the Stinger program. Receiver, bottom of your screen, if you're watching, is Hudson Ward. They send a man in motion. They give on an inside counter, and it is Hayden Ward to the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Canton Warriors. They caught Northern Cambria that time, and from 12 yards out,
23.
Hayden Ward has his second touchdown of the night on the ground, and it's 34-7. Canton over the Northern Cambria Colts. 2nd and 10 play. Paul, and I don't know if the Colts were looking past, but it opened up, parting of the seas.
Yeah, Northern Cambria had, it looks like they took their tackles and split them out looking for that option and slanted out, and it wide opened up the middle.
Holder is Austin Allen, and the kick is up, and it looks wide left. It's short, too. Just got underneath that football, but Canton scores with 39 seconds remaining in the half. It's now the Canton Warriors 34 and the Northern Cambria Colts on an RMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Renda Digital TV presented by Smith Coal and Oil, but we do have a flag on the play, so let's see what this is about. They're going to wave it off, so no harm, no foul. 34-7, Warriors over the Northern Cambria Colts. You're listening and watching on the Renda Media Football Network.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
With Paul Tatarko, Mark Burdick back with you in our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. And Ferguson's kick going to be taken at the 17-yard line by Peyton Myers to the 20, 25. Reverses footing, comes near side to the 30, 35, and out of bounds as he approaches the 40-yard line. As forcing him out near side of the field was Bailey Ferguson. So with 30 ticks on the clock, Northern Cambria will take over. I want to correct that name. I think I might have said Timmy Parker, and it's Timmy Ward on that touching story about the Canton Warrior ball player who's now with Rutgers. Graduated in 2021. Just a year ago, Booker over the middle has Delansky for a short gain.
By Xander Delansky.
22 seconds on the clock, and Sam Schutte, let's see if he's going to let it roll. No, he's going to take a timeout, and we will take one too with 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Canton 34, Northern Cambria 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student-athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never-give-up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get 'em, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Mansion Park in Altoona after the officials graciously give you 45 seconds on what is supposed to be a 70-second timeout. We had an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down and 6 now for the Northern Cambria Colts. This guy should never do another PIAA playoff game. I know you're an official.
I think
last week the officials were great.
Yeah.
Called a good game. I think these guys are calling a good game. They just can't manage it very well.
They don't understand the concept of media timeouts.
Look at this bunch, 5 receivers short side. They throw out in the flat to Delansky. Delansky to midfield, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Hudson Ward. It is good for a first down for the Colts with 6 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's been all Canton, 34-7, and I'm not understating it, right from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, 2 big plays they had. When we said at the beginning of the game that we needed big plays, we needed to see them from Northern. That's what they needed. And they had a kickoff for a touchdown, return for a touchdown to open the game, and then an interception return for a touchdown.
From midfield, perhaps the last play of the first half for the Colts. They will receive the second half kickoff. And it is Booker throwing over the middle for Delansky, breaks a tackle, fumbles the football. As time expires, it's going to be down at about the 20-yard line. Let's say it was recovered by Canton, but it matters not because the first half is in the books.
Yeah, he was just trying to make a play there, Mark. No big deal. That fumble doesn't hurt you at all.
So,
and it is halftime.
All Canton in the first half. They jumped out to a 28-0 lead in the first quarter before Northern Cambria came back. Actually controlled play for a while, the Colts did. But Canton punches one in just before the break, and they take a commanding 34-7 lead into the locker room at halftime. We're going to come back with our First National Bank halftime show. We'll do that. We'll recap the first half, get to the stats and more right here on an IRMC High School Sports Night. Our digital presentation made possible by Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria. Our score at the break, Canton Warriors 34, Northern Cambria Colts 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Congratulations, Northern Cambria Colts, on winning the District 6 Football Championship. And good luck in the PIAA State Playoffs from your hometown team at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Northern Cambria, where people make the difference, just like our Northern Cambria Colts. And going on now at Freedom, just in time for winter, buy 3 tires, get 1 free. That's right, buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Hurry in, offer ends November 30th. Go Colts from your hometown team at Freedom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Northern Cambria.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
As we welcome you to our halftime show, Canton Warriors marching band, smallish as it is, performing on the field. Their football team performing well, 34-7. They lead at the half. They return the opening kickoff. Weston Bellows did 78 yards. Bailey Ferguson's extra point made it 7-0 just 15 seconds into the game. Northern Cambria's first possession, they lost 14 yards. It included a sack, 29-yard punt from Ben Janosko, and Northern Cambria, or Canton I should say, was in Northern Cambria territory starting at the 35-yard line. They completed a 3rd and 4 pass play, and then on a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line of the Colts, an option left, and sophomore quarterback Holden Ward pitched it to his senior brother Hayden, who took it in from 24 yards out. Ferguson's second extra point made it 14-0 at the 8:32 mark. Northern Cambria nothing doing on their next possession. As a matter of fact, a pick 6 on a 2nd down and 8. Riley Parker picked off Owen Booker, returned it 25 yards for a touchdown. Bailey Ferguson's 3rd extra point made it 21-0, and we hadn't played 5 minutes yet. Colts kept getting worse, at least for a while. Their next possession started at the 37-yard line. They went 3 and out, but got an outstanding 59-yard punt, season long for Janosko, with the benefit of the roll on the turf. So the Warriors, with 5:52 remaining in the first half, started at their own 20-yard line. 31-yard gain from the quarterback Hayden Ward, who ran to the Colts 44, and they worked it right down the field, and Riley Parker on a 3rd down and goal took it in from 2 yards out. Ferguson's 4th extra point made it 28-0 with 1:34 remaining in the first quarter. It was a 9-play, 80-yard drive that took 4:21. But Northern Cambria came back, started at their own 33-yard line, got a 64-yard run from Colton Peronish to the 3-yard line, and then on a 2nd down and goal, Owen Booker scored from 2 yards out to make it 28-7. 3-play, 67-yard drive that took 53 seconds. That's where we were at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, only one score as the teams traded possessions. The Warriors started at their own 13-yard line. They went on a 4-play, 87-yard drive, 60-yard run by Riley Parker to Northern Cambria's 27-yard line. Weston Bellows then carried for 15 yards to the 12-yard line. On second down and 10, Hayden Ward on his second touchdown of the night on a 12-yard run, capped off the 4-play, 87-yard drive that took 66 seconds, although the kick was no good, but it was a 34-7 lead with 39 ticks left on the clock. The Colts got to midfield and then completed a pass into Canton territory at about the 30, where the ball was fumbled and recovered by Canton, but there were triple zeros on the clock, and that's where we're at, 34-7. Coming back with the first half stats on our First National Bank halftime show. It's Canton 34 and the Northern Cambria Colts 7. You're watching on Renda Digital TV, listening on Cat Country 106.3. Coming back with more on the Renda Media Football Network.
Tonight's halftime performance presented by the Northern Cambria March.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, two great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
You can find just about any kind of home online. Starter, fixer-upper, or your dream home. Now, finding the right mortgage is just as easy. With the FNB e-store, you can explore loan options and get a great rate. Add to cart, then check out. Online or in person. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, online, or on your phone today.
Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria knows that a great game plan has been the key to success for the Colts this season. Athletic contests involve strength, determination, perseverance, and commitment. Locally owned and operated Morricone is committed to providing compassionate, dignified, and affordable services to the families in the Northern Cambria area. For help with any of your family's advanced planning, trust the team at Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes and coaches.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Your local sheet store in Northern Cambria is proud to sponsor Northern Cambria Sports and wishes the Colts all the best in today's game. When you're hungry or thirsty, Sheets in Northern Cambria is the place to go. Try some tacos or appetizer buckets, fresh subs and salads, frozen drinks and milkshakes too. Don't forget to bring your Sheets reward card and get 3 cents off per gallon of gas. A proud sponsor of high school athletics, your local Sheets store, Crawford Avenue, Northern Cambria.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Tatarko, Mark Burdick back with you on our First National Bank halftime show. Let's check the stats in the first half. First for the Canton Warriors. 8 carries, 95 yards for Riley Parker. He scored a touchdown. Hayden Ward, 2 touchdowns, 5 carries for 50 yards. Bookended his touchdowns with his first carry and last carry of the first half. Sophomore quarterback Holden Ward, 6 attempts, 47 yards. Weston Bellows, 5 carries for 26 yards. They had 24 rushing attempts for 218 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the referee still hasn't figured out that his mic is on and causing problems with the PA system. Passing 1 of 3 for 5 yards for the Canton Warriors. They ran 27 plays, 223 yards. We'll get to some other numbers in a moment. For Northern Cambria, they were led by Colton Peronish, 63 yards on 5 carries. Other than that, not much to talk about. Owen Bucher, the quarterback, 6 carries for -2. They had 16 rushes in the first half for 81 yards. Passing, Bucher 6 of 12 for 58 yards. The Colts 28 plays, 139 yards. First downs, Canton 7, Northern Cambria 5. Third down conversions, Colts were 3 of 7, Canton 4 of 7. Penalties, 1 on Canton for 15 yards. No penalties on the Northern Cambria Colts. Time of possession, 13 minutes and 9 seconds for Canton, 10 minutes and 51 seconds for the Northern Cambria Colts. Again, total yardage 223 to 139 in favor of the Warriors. And this score of 34-7, Canton would be much closer if not for the pick 6 and the kickoff return, but you can't wipe them off the board.
No, you cannot, Mark. But 2 big turnovers is what really hurt Northern so far. But, hey, I said this at the beginning of the game when they got down 14-0. They're not going to quit. Coach Shitty will not let them quit. I'll guarantee you. I know the people from Northern Cambria, Spangler area, whatever, they're tough, hard-nosed people, and they won't quit no matter what.
All right, and by the way, Paul Tatarko, history lesson, the borough of Northern Cambria was incorporated in January 1st, as a matter of fact, of 2000, when those 2 communities, Barnesboro and Spangler.
I was talking to some friends this week, and they told me it's still Barnesboro and Spangler.
It goes back to 1893 and 1894, respectively. I have it right here on my fun
yes,
facts.
You do.
It's 34-7 Canton over the Northern Cambria Colts. Second half of action right around the corner as our First National Bank halftime report rolls on from Mansion Park in Altoona. We want to thank the Altoona Area School District for their outstanding cooperation. Upper level, great vantage point, a lot of technology. We do appreciate it. Coming back with more on the Renda Media Football Network.
338.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu, featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef, like the loaded A1 Steakhouse burger with 2 amazing premium sauces, and the zesty flamethrower burger with hello jalapeno bacon. Try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. DQ, happy tastes good.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, 2 great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
You can find just about any kind of home online. Starter, fixer-upper, or your dream home. Now, finding the right mortgage is just as easy. With the FNB e-store, you can explore loan options and get a great rate. Add to cart, then check out. Online or in person. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, online, or on your phone today.
Tatarko, Mark Burdick back with you in our broadcast booth. Thanks to First National Bank for their support of our pregame show and halftime show. First Downs brought to you by First National Bank tonight as well. And Paul, a lot of work to do for the Colts in the second half. Just play hard, play with pride, and see where it takes you.
They get the ball coming out. They get the ball coming out here in the second half, Mark. So let's see if they can get on and put some points on the board and make this interesting.
Talking to Phyllis from the Altoona area school district. Thank them again for their cooperation. Phil Riccio, the athletic director. They host a lot of events here. It's a busy place, and Phil, that is, and Phyllis, they work together to accommodate the various media and us with the radio and video. We have 2 booths and leaking into the middle booth as well, which is the print area of this second level of the press box. You couldn't ask for a better vantage point for us, Paul, practically on the 50-yard line. And Phil, if you're listening or watching, thank you for your help tonight in making this all possible. What do you do if you're Northern Cambria? What did head coach Sam Schutte talk about?
I just think he probably just told him to grind it out. Hey, let's come out. First possession's our ball. Let's march it down the field, put 7 on the board, 6, and get the extra point, and we'll go from there. 1 play at a time, 1 possession at a time. It's a cliche, but that's what they need to do.
And I told that story. I wanted to correct it in case some fans had drifted off and on. You might head to the refrigerator and get your favorite beverage or some leftover turkey. That Canton Warrior alumni that's with Rutgers now, Timmy Ward. I think I might have mistakenly said Parker, and Timmy Parker when I was telling the story. Was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma exactly 4 years ago to the day. God bless you, Timmy, and much success moving forward with Rutgers. He had that fumble recovery on special teams for a touchdown against Michigan. How about Michigan today? They beat Ohio State in the horseshoe. Kickoff picked up on a hop at the 23-yard line. It's Peyton Myers clogged up the middle, clogged up to the near sideline, and still breaks a tackle. Now he's in the loose at the 35 and fighting for the 40-yard line. Weston Bellows, among others, have him. That was an exciting return of almost 17 yards.
Jumping around. He's really elusive out there, Mark.
Peyton Myers.
He ran probably about 50 or 60 yards there and picked up an extra 10.
So it'll be at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30.
I think I may have mentioned this last week, but his mother's a teacher, a 4th grade teacher at Penns Manor.
Warriors were here at Mansion Park last year. They lost to eventual state champion Bishop Guilfoyle 20-7 in the state semifinals on December 3rd of last year. They finished 13-1 A young team, and they were motivated to come back, and they've come back with a vengeance. They're going to win their 12th game, barring a major comeback from the Colts. First carry of the second half, Colton Peronish going to lose a yard back to the 38-yard line.
Big number 62 on the stop there for Canton.
That was Luke Crawley, 5'10". Or is it 62 or 52, Paul? Maybe Gage Pepper, 230 pounder.
Yes, yep. I'm sorry.
Sidecar to the left of Owen Bucher. That is Sharetti. Throws an out pattern, and he undershoots his intended receiver, Logan Dump.
Really nice coverage out there by Riley Parker.
Bucher broke a single-season passing record set by Rick Artley in 1991. When he passed for 2,045 yards, Bucher entered the game with 2,213 yards. Also leads the region with 22 touchdown passes. That's a Northern Cambria single-season record, breaking the mark of 16 set by Brian Morricone back in 1981. Third down and 11, and Bucher looks like maybe some confusion in the backfield, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled by Mason Nelson, 6'2", 305-pound senior tackle. He'll lose yardage back to the 36-yard line. Not the start that they were looking for, 3 and out.
Either Owen went the wrong way or Jack Sharetti went the wrong way. One of the two. One of them had the miscommunication there, Mark.
Ben Janosko to punt. He stands at his own 22-yard line. Owen Bucher, the long snapper. And the snap floats back, pressure up the middle. He does get it away, end-over-end line drive kick. And Weston Bellows is going to allow it to bounce, and it goes inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. A punt of 42 yards and no return.
Nice job getting that off.
They had brought pressure, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They brought the house. Good job just to get that ball airborne.
So Canton will have their first possession of the second half, starting at their own 22-yard line. (34-7) they lead.
All right, Northern needs a stop here. Well, going to try to avoid the running clock at all costs.
Quarterback's the sophomore Holden Ward. And the Colts shift defensively. They have wings both ways and a fullback, but they hand it off to the right wing, and it's Hayden Ward, and the Colts defense it nicely. Might lose a yard back to the 21-yard line.
We had a few people trip in that same spot last week,
Hayden
Mark.
Ward.
Not sure what's down there. But
it's new turf. I don't think there's any holes or tears. Cody Dumb on the tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts. Loss of a yard back to the 21. Ball practically in the center of the field. Holden Ward, the sophomore quarterback, the sophomore, maybe seen more time than I anticipated here tonight because they rotate a few of them in there. Weston Bellows, the fullback, and it's Ward keeping it and Northern Cambria defensing it well. He'll get a yard. He'll gain that yard they lost back, but it'll be 3rd down and 10. Good defense again from the Colts.
Yeah, Dawson should have come in there and busted that play up right away.
Yeah, he is disruptive.
He sure is.
3rd down and 10.
And the 3 or 4 times I've seen him this year, this may be the 4th time I've seen him, he disrupts that line of scrimmage. He's quick off the ball.
3rd down and 10, Warriors at their own 22. They go from the shotgun with a sidecar to the left. They throw it out in the flat to Weston Bellows. Gets a block from Holden. Bellows up to the 30-yard line where he'll be 2 yards shy of a 1st down. On the tackle, Ty Dumb near side of the field. Also, Caleb Dolney over here. Let's see what the Warriors do if they go for it on 4th and 2 deep in their own territory or punt it. It looks like they're sending the punt team out.
Just what the doctor ordered for Northern Cambria. Get a 3 and out, get off the field.
Punter is Michael Davis. He's punted 23 times this year, 37.9 average. Long snapper Hudson Ward. Davis stands at his own 17-yard line. Twin receivers back for the Colts, and it's blocked, or he shanked it. It was either partially blocked or he just shanked it. Peronish broke through. We'll see if we get a replay. net punt of just 12 yards.
I think it just went off the side of his foot. Yeah, it just went off the side of his foot. He felt the pressure from Colton, and it was a Buddy Polenic shank.
8:09 remaining in the third quarter, and the Colts will take over in Canton territory at the 43-yard line. Wide side of the field, if you're watching it, toward the Canton bench. Motion man is Peyton Myers, and they're going to run a flea flicker and dumb downfield, incomplete, intended for Ben Janosko. On the coverage, it was Austin Allen. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Little trickery, Sanchuti pulls out of the bag.
I don't blame him one bit there. Try to score quickly.
8:03 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 34-7. Cat Country 106.3 WLCY, Blairsville, Indiana. 2nd down and 10, also on Renda Digital TV. Presented by Smith Coal and Oil. Thank you, Smith Coal and Oil, for making this possible. 2nd down and 10. Pass almost intercepted. Actually, Peyton Myers did a good job of shielding the football from the cornerback, Bailey Ferguson, on the near side. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Football still at the 43.
Yeah, Owen looked like he didn't have control of that ball before he went to throw it. And it sailed on him a little bit.
This Canton defense, they've allowed only 14 touchdowns in 12 games this season, with 6 of the 14 coming in the third and fourth quarters of blowout wins. They had 20 straight shutout quarters, including 4 straight shutouts at one point. Myers stands tall in the pocket, throws underneath, has his favorite target, Peyton Myers, at the 39-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and about 6 to go for the Colts. Dropping him in his tracks was Brennan Taylor.
Peyton Myers.
7:40 clock going, big 4th down play here for the Colts.
Yeah, Brendan is just, he plays under control, but he's just a fiery competitor. He's all over the field.
Want to say hello to all of our Colts fans watching wherever you may be. I know some large gatherings last week, and we're assuming the same this week. Maybe the American Legion Post 408, 508 has us tuned in. Thank you, guys. 4th down and 6. Shotgun snap. Pressure rolling to his right, and it's incomplete. Double teamed was Xander Delansky, and that was really the only target at the disposal of Owen Bucher. And the Colts will turn it over on downs with 7:07 remaining here in the third quarter. So,
yeah, I think
4 plays, about 4 yards.
I think Ellen would like to have that back. He deserted the pocket a little quickly there. I think if he sees that on film, he'll step up and make that throw down the field.
So Canton will take over at their own 39-yard line. The Colts' possession nets only 4 yards. They go wishbone formation behind Holden Ward, and they hand it off to the tailback. And let's see if that's Riley Parker toting the football out over the 45 to the 46-yard line. It is Riley Parker, their leading ball carrier.
They're showing a little straight power.
2nd down, call it 3. Riley Parker, right up to date, 9 carries, 107 yards as he eclipses the 100-yard mark. Quick stats all night long, brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Same formation. They go wishbone with the sophomore Q, Holden Ward, and he hands it off to Weston Bellows. Bellows breaks one tackle into Colts territory to the 49. He'll have a 1st down. So they give you a bunch of different looks, this team does.
Sure, yeah, with 3 or 4 different quarterbacks. So a lot to study on film, that's for sure.
I mentioned their only loss came at the hands of Class 4A Jersey Shore by final score of 23-0. Overall, the Warriors' 10 regular season wins. Opponents have a combined record of just 56-57. That was in the regular season. They defeated 4 teams that were over 500. And the give, and with it is Ward. Ward bounces it outside, breaks a tackle, runs through another 20, left sideline, 10, goal line, touchdown, his 3rd of the night from 49 yards out. And it's now Canton 40 and the Northern Cambria Colts 7. That time, not good tackling on the Colts side.
They went away from the lead back, Mark. They put the lead back off to the left side and handed it off to the right. It had Northern Cambria's linebackers leaning right. To their right side.
So it looks like they're going to go for 2 and try to maybe put this into the mercy rule. That's what they're going to do with quarterback Bailey Ferguson, the senior, under center Brennan Taylor. Motion man behind the formation is Bellows. They hand it off the right side and into the end zone easily is Riley Parker, and we will be in the mercy rule the rest of the way. Teams come upfield. It's now Canton 42, Northern Cambria Colts 7. You're listening and watching on Cat Country 106.3 and the Renda Media Football Network.
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
In Altoona with Paul Tatarko. I'm Mark Burdick from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. Hudson Ward, 49-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion from Riley Parker, and we're in the mercy rule. Squib kick going to be taken by Peyton Myers on a hop at the 14, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. And out over the 40. Good return by Peyton Myers. And the Colts will have it at their own 42-yard line. 3 plays, 61 yards. It took 117. We should have immediate timeout.
With the tackle.
But let's see.
We have 1 minute immediate timeout.
We do have immediate timeout. Wow. They must have gotten word to him. 5:43 remaining in the third quarter. It's Canton 42 and the Northern Cambria Colts 7 on the Renda Media Football Network.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
On Shauna Road at Northern Cambria. You know that's the address for Smith Coal and Oil. Boy, guys, thank you so much for your support of tonight's video stream. Running clock, Northern Cambria starts at their own 42-yard line. Delansky in motion, and they hand it to him. Coming near side, cuts it up at the 45, zigs and zags at the 50, and he's finally forced out of bounds near side by Hudson Ward, who scored that touchdown, along with Brennan Taylor, and Delansky getting up off the carpet a little bit slowly.
He hit his head pretty hard against.
Our videographer, video cameraman tonight is Josh Williams, putting him to work tonight. Josh, good work. Statistician in the booth, Jerry Rossai. 22-yard gain for Delansky, and they're still attending to him. And we're going to have injury. Oh, there's somebody else injured at midfield, too. I didn't spot that at the 45-yard line. We'll take an injury timeout with 5:22 remaining in the third quarter. It's all Canton. 42-7. The Warriors lead the Colts on the Renda Media Football Network.
Milk every moment.
You can find just about any kind of home online. Starter, fixer-upper, or your dream home. Now, finding the right mortgage is just as easy. With the FNB e-store, you can explore loan options and get a great rate. Add to cart, then check out. Online or in person. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FNB e-store in branch, online, or on your phone today.
Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria knows that a great game plan has been the key to success for the Colts this season. Athletic contests involve strength, determination, perseverance, and commitment. Locally owned and operated Morricone is committed to providing compassionate, dignified, and affordable services to the families in the Northern Cambria area. For help with any of your family's advanced planning, trust the team at Morricone Funeral Home in Northern Cambria, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes and coaches.
Back with you at Mansion Park in Altoona. Paul, that was number 50, and we don't have him on the roster.
Yeah, we don't have him on the roster, and I don't recall seeing how. I'm looking through my old. I looked through my old roster too that I had from last week, and I didn't see him on there either. Northern hustles up to the line of scrimmage.
Xander Delansky, 22-yard run, sets them up 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line, and now we have an official, or actually a timeout called by Northern Cambria. We will take one with them because we will be challenged with the mercy rule running clock to get our commercial obligations in. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter. Canton 42, Northern Cambria 7. Don't leave us. Where would you go? On the Renda Media Football Network.
3:38.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
Sleppy.
Direct snap to Colton Peronish. Peronish carries from the 36-yard line to about the 32 for 4 yards. Delansky still attending to him near sideline, Paul. He's now standing with his teammates, so that's good news.
Yes. He came back down pretty hard in the back of his head. He's standing next to Logan Dumb right now.
2nd down and 6. Motion man is Myers, and they faked the jet to him and they hand it off up the middle, and sorry they did because it didn't work. Staying home and tackling Peronish for the Warriors of Canton High School, Mason Harold and Gage Pepper also being credited.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 8.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Colts football, resting at the 34-yard line, wide side of the field toward the Canton sideline. If you're listening tonight, Canton in their road uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, trimmed in red. Nice look. And inside handoff, and who has that football? Rumbling inside the 15, inside the 10, and with it for the Northern Cambria Colts, that's John Zembros. Hopefully we'll get a replay on this to see how on earth Zembros got the football. They handed it off to him. They handed it off to Peronish, who then handed it kind of a mini lateral behind him to Zembros, who lugs it inside the 10. That's one that Zembros will never forget.
That was a well-designed play. That was really cool.
Add that one to the stat sheet, Jerry. First and goal from the 10-yard line. And they fake it to Sharetti, and the quarterback, Booker, keeps it to about the 5-yard line. That's a heck of a play. Jerry, up for Zembros, how far was that?
Hudson Ward.
Like the old fumble-rooski.
26 yards. Yep, there used to be a kickoff play Glenn Richards would run down there at Salzburg called the Rosebud.
Oh, Glenny, he's a good man.
Yes, he is.
I love him.
He might be tuned in tonight. Who knows?
He could be.
2:35 clock running here at Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona. Good crowd looking down below us from the Northern Cambria area. Second down and goal. Myers in motion. They fake it to him. Booker keeps it. Booker to the 3. Booker to the 2-yard line. You know these Colts aren't going to quit. And it will be third down and goal. Head coach Sam Schutte, what a job he's done
Booker.
in his
Ward in on that stop.
6th season.
Gain of 3.
Graduated in 1998. He was the junior high coach back in 2003 when the Colts played in their first district championship game. They lost, but the head man got the first one in school history last week. What a running back he was for the Colts.
Over 1,000 yards rushing.
Junior season, and then he was hurt his senior year. Slant pattern, too tall for the intended receiver, Ty Dumb.
Boy, just a little high. If he could jump like Sean Kirkpatrick, he would have had that ball.
Or even Jason Hill.
Oh, well, no, not that high. Let's not stretch it there.
Fourth down and goal from the 2-yard line.
The 2.
Jason Hill's son, Max, what a dynamic season he had.
Sure did.
For the Penns Manor Comets. Colts did a pretty good job on Max last week.
They contained him. I mean, he had 140 yards, but they did a nice job containing him.
Ty Dumb, a receiver to the right boundary. They come out with Peronish as a pistol back, and now they reposition him basically sidecar left. Myers in motion toward the Canton sideline. Option right. Booker cuts it up and knifing in and making a beautiful tackle for the Canton Warriors. Was their second leading tackler this season, Hayden Ward. Boy, he just stayed low. He leads them with 22 tackles for a loss as well and 5 sacks. Heart and soul of their defense. One of them, those 2 inside backers, both very good, and they turn it over on downs. Too bad for the Colts.
Yeah, that's the old adage there. The lowest man wins, and that's what happened. He got lower than Owen did.
So with 55 seconds to play, Canton will start at their own 1-yard line. It looked like Booker was going to be able to take that in. And the give, and lunging for the 5-yard line. Let's see who has that football.
It was the young...
was it the quarterback, Holden Ward?
Yes, I believe so. He's tough to find behind the line of scrimmage.
Actually, it was not, Paul. It was 23, Hayden Ward on that carry.
Okay, I knew it was, I had a 33.3% chance of getting it right if I said Ward.
With all the Wards, yep. Gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. Canton in no hurry to run another play. That's all there is. There is no more for quarter number 3. Canton Warriors score the only points in that third quarter. They send the game into the mercy rule. We head to the 4th with the score. Canton on their way to the District 6 Class A semifinals. They lead the Northern Cambria Colts 42-7 on an IRMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Digital TV made possible by Smith Coal and Oil Company. Coming back with 4th quarter action right around the corner on the Renda Media Football Network.
Sleppy Chiropractic Family Wellness Center would like to take the opportunity to welcome Dr. Evan Ludwig to her family. Dr. Ludwig is a graduate of Northern Cambria High School and a 2021 graduate of New York Chiropractic College. Sleppy Chiropractic offers services in chiropractic care, sports injuries, disc injuries, orthotic casting, decompression, robotic cold laser therapy, and a complete line of nutritional products. Call 724-357-9030 or visit sleppy.net. Proud supporter of Heritage Conference Athletics.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
In Altoona, 42-7 as we head to the fourth quarter. Canton will be faced with a 2nd down and 6. They put the game into the mercy rule with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion at the 5:50 mark of that third quarter. They come out in the wishbone look again, and now they shift and go single setback. Quarterback Holden Ward under center. Brennan Taylor. Handoff right up the gut and no running room at all. Northern Cambria Colts blowing up that play. Let's see, getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Colts will try to spot that number. And actually look like Ethan Donatelli.
Yeah, Ward. You could have picked any one of the front four for Northern there. They all beat their blocks.
Ball carrier was Hayden Ward. They lose 3 yards back to the 1-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 10, opening minute of this fourth quarter. Big listening and viewing audience tonight. Huge numbers on Renda Digital TV, we were told. Under center, it is Austin Allen. He's their best passer, but he hands it off and running out over the 10-yard line to the 11, going to be very close to a first down.
I think he might.
It was Weston Bellows. And we'll see where they put the knee down at the 10-yard line. And getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Colts was John Zembros.
John Zembros.
4th down and a yard. And let's see what head coach Tyler Sechrist does here in his 7th season. 53-23. Started out first year rocky, 3-8. Next year, 3-7. And then they got rolling, 10-2 in 2018, 9-3 in 2019. They're going to go for it, and they hand it off to Parker, and Parker dives and stumbles his way to the 15-yard line for a first down. So 10-2 in 2018,
5 and a first down.
9-3 in 2019. Pandemic 2020 season, 4-1, 13-1. They came here to Mansion Park last year undefeated, went home with their season over after a 20-7 loss at the hands of Guilfoyle, and they come here 11-1 tonight and going to make it to the state semifinals. Good football team.
Yes, it is. I walked around down there prior to the game. Go ahead, Mark.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, and the quarterback, was that Ben Fitch? Was that 8 in there at quarterback? Let's see.
Yes, I believe so.
It is.
Yep.
Boy, they have Homer Center, the way their season went with.
They could have used a couple of these guys.
Yeah, they could have used a couple of these kids.
I walked around a little bit before the game, Mark, before I come up to the booth, and the size of these guys from Canton, they're big boys. They look like a 3A team out there.
2nd down. 9 to go.
Fumble.
And they, I don't know, maybe picked it up and kept it, Fitch did. Yeah, I think you're right, though. He did fumble the football.
Yeah, I think it might have bounced off the turf and right back up to him.
I did have a bracket up here. And goodness knows. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. Seen you hanging up earlier.
Yeah. So, Canton will play. Maybe you can look it up. You have one of those smartphones.
Yeah, but I'm not smart enough to use it.
Stilton High Spire and Northern Lehigh played. Maybe Mike Mastovich from the Tribune Democrat knows the result of that game. 3rd down and 7. And Holden Ward, the quarterback, hands it off to his junior brother, Hudson Ward. If you tuned in late, 3 sets of brothers on this team, including 3 Wards, 3 Coltons, and 2 Frisbees. who get tossed around.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
2 Frisbees tossed
yeah,
around. Paul,
I got it.
They stop them shy of the first down.
We're losing it here, Mark. We're losing it.
So they do send out the punt team. Michael Davis, the punter, he has not had a lot of work tonight. Twin return men for the Colts stand at their own 42-yard line. 7:40 clock running. Moving clock, low snap.
Down.
He went down to a knee to field that punt because it was a low snap. Good. Hey, I'll give the referee that one. He was on
got that one right.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a break the Northern needed in the first half there, Mark. Well, let's see if they can punch another one here. And for this resilient bunch from Northern Cambria, Mark. Northern Cambria, not Barnesboro, not Spangler.
Oh, I don't have to go through that
Moss
history.
Creek,
I don't have to go through that history with you again, do I?
Partial Bakerton, Moss Creek, Amy, all those towns around there. They got to be proud of their Northern Cambria Colts. They run up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll never take the District 6 championship trophy away from them. The rest is gravy. Delansky back in there, good to see, and Booker hands the football off. We'll see who that running back was in there, Peronish or Shreddy. It's Colton Peronish. Colts will graduate several seniors. Booker, Peronish.
Ryan Everly on that stop.
Outstanding receiver Peyton Myers, Ben Janosko, Xander Delansky. Off of the line, Isaac Wagner and Gavin
Rezick.
Yep. No, that's Amsdale, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Throwing over the middle, touchdown, Northern Cambria Colts.
Yes, sir.
It was Xander Delansky.
Come back in the game, put it right on the money.
Yep, good to see. And Delansky, his 3rd touchdown reception of the season. And 7th overall, and the Colts are on the board. It's 42-13. And for Owen Booker, how about touchdown pass number 23?
Beautiful career for Owen, that's for sure. Anytime you mention the same breath with Ricky Artley, who one-time coach of Blairsville, who was a heck of a quarter. Look at his formation, Mark.
Yeah, and they throw it out in the flat. There's a flag, 2-point conversion, good, but it might have been an illegal formation.
I think a legal man downfield possibly, Mark. I don't know. I couldn't see it all the way across the field there, and it was definitely very confusing. To us, them, and I believe to Northern Cambria. Yeah.
It is illegal formation. So, clock is stopped at the 6:41 mark. And the Colts will send Trey Pershing out to attempt the extra point. A little bit longer than normal.
Yeah, equivalent of about 25-yard field goal.
So that's a teaching, learning situation for the punter Davis, who went down to a knee in a tight game. Boy, that could really cost you. The extra point is wide right. And no good, but Northern Cambria takes advantage of the special teams mistake from the Canton Warriors. 6:41 remaining in the football game. It's Canton 42 and the Northern Cambria Colts 13 on the Renda Media Football Network.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
Stadium, Northern Cambria has it teed up. Canton will play Stilton High Spire next weekend. I'll tell you about that after the kickoff. Onside kick attempt, and it's going to be downed by Ryan Eberly at the 47-yard line. Logan Dunn was trying to get there and couldn't quite do it. So Stilton scores with 2 seconds remaining to win 42-35.
Wow.
You got a 1 minute.
Now,
we have a media timeout.
Media timeout. We'll take one with them. Thank you. It can't take, got to take it now when they're giving them to us with 6:39 remaining in the game on an RMC High School Sports Night on Cat Country 106.3. Renda Digital TV presented by Smith Coal and Oil. 42-13 Canton on their way to the state semifinals on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get them, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
American Legion for your support of the Northern Cambria Colts. And of course, we saw and heard from Smith Coal and Oil as well. They are making tonight's video stream possible on Renda Digital TV and jumping offside for the Canton Warriors is a new player in there on the line, Mason Harold, a junior. So Canton will play Stilton. Union will play the winner of tonight's Port Allegheny and Reynolds game. Port Allegheny District 9 champ, Reynolds District 10 champs. Interesting story. Canton originally was scheduled to play Sayre High School in the season opener, but Sayre, lack of participation, unfortunately had to fold their football program. The Warriors found a road game. I'll tell you about it after this game, after this play. 1st and 15, and the quarterback in there is Ben Fitch, and he hands it off up the middle, running with that football. Was that Michael Davis in there?
Yes, it was.
And short gain. Maybe gets back that penalty yardage up to the 47. So the Warriors search for a game. They found one in Union High School in the Newcastle area. Union had their season opener canceled due to a hazing incident at Mohawk. Canton went over and beat Union soundly, 31-8. The Scotties, the 10th seed in the WPIAL playoffs, they won the title, defeating number 1 seed Bishop Canavan 26-0 yesterday. That win looks especially good for Canton on their resume right now. Handoff again to Davis, who plows his way into Colt territory to the 49. We're down to 5 minutes remaining in this game. Canton, located in southwestern Bradford County in the valley of Towanda Creek, surrounded by Canton Township. Population about 1,807 in Canton, 2,000 plus in Canton Township, 3,891. Northern Cambria, the merger that you complain about, Barnesboro and Spangler, they total 38-35, so just about even Steven for these two Class A schools. 3rd down and 6, and Fitch hands it off, and Davis, or that wasn't Davis that time, carrying the football, it was Hudson Ward, 5'9", 160-pound junior. Canton and is known for agricultural manufacturing. Indiana has Jimmy Stewart, right? For those who don't know, that are maybe from outside the area, legendary actor Jimmy Stewart, Wonderful Life movie. Looked like Michael Davis going to punt for Canton as we go under 4 minutes. Canton owns Harry Davenport, who passed away in 1949, famous film and stage actor. Acting career over 76 yards, was born in Canton. He and his family lived there regularly during the holidays. He played supporting roles in many film classics in the 30s and 40s like Jimmy Stewart did, perhaps best known as Dr. Meade in Gone with the Wind. Did you ever hear of that, Paul?
I did not, Mark. That was a little before my time.
Punt out of bounds, so covering only 26 yards.
You had mentioned earlier, a little bit earlier, Mark, about Canton's game canceled due to numbers for the other school. Unfortunately, we're starting to see that all over rural Pennsylvania, even in the urban areas too, the higher populated areas. There's just so many different options for kids nowadays, which is a good thing. But we saw that with Blacklick Valley United this year.
IUP basketball 65-60 over New Haven. Is that a final, John? Todd Marino on the call of that game. IUP football won today. They'll play Shepherd in a rematch next weekend. Handoff to Delansky on the jet, and he is upended by the outside linebacker, Hudson Ward, their leading tackler. Well, I have to have an answer for Harry Davenport. So let me go to my notes.
Let me look at my notes here.
Chris Columbus, not the one that
Christopher
maybe just
Columbus?
No, well, we just call him Chris. He was born in Northern Cambria. He was the director of one of my favorite movies, Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, and the first two Harry Potter movies. He was born in Spangler, which is now Northern Cambria. Second down at 12. Bucher going to keep it. No, he hands it off, and Dumb with it. And running with the football, Logan Dumb up the left sideline, first down yardage. And when it's 42-13, you dig a little bit deeper into your game notes. Up to the 31-yard line, it'll be first down and 10 for the Northern Cambria Colts with 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. Of course, Northern Cambria Stadium, Duffy Doherty Stadium, you know that's obviously named after Duffy Doherty, and you know what he did.
I do. It's in my game notes.
Oh, well, I don't know. He was the coach at Michigan State from 1954 to 1982.
Correct.
Had a good record there, too. Handoff up the middle. And let's see who has that football. Colton Peronish, as we move under 2 minutes to play in the football game. Second down and 9. Bishop Guilfoyle lost to Southern Columbia on this turf last night with the state championship last year. Guilfoyle moved up to Double A this year as mandated by the PIAA, or they'd always probably stay in Single A forever. Give to Peronish on a toss, and Colton going to battle to the end. You know that, and he's over the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the tackle for the Canton Warriors, that was Ryan Eberly.
Rylan Sakers on the stop.
And Ryan Sakers also being now credited with the tackle from the public address announcer. It'll be third down and 4. Bucher, who's been sensational this year, breaking a couple of records, back to pass, floats out a screen, and it's sniffed out by the Canton Warriors, busting through Ben Fitch. And that did not work, did it? Good play call, but give the Warriors credit for staying home. Peyton Myers on the receiving end. So it'll be fourth down and 5, and we're down to 40 seconds remaining in the game. Going to be the final couple of plays here in this football game. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show is coming up right around the corner. Peronish in the backfield is a sidecar to the left of Owen Bucher, who takes the shotgun snap, steps up in the pocket, now wants to run it, cuts it to the 40, has a first down to the 43-yard line. Well, they'll stop the clock to move the chains with 15 seconds remaining. Northern Cambria, maybe their final play of the season. But what a season it's been, tying a school record with 10 wins. And they faced a very powerful Canton Warriors team here tonight. Final play as Bucher takes the shotgun snap. Going to throw deep downfield, and Fitch lines up and takes it in for the interception for the Canton Warriors, and the game ends on an INT.
History final score.
Well, congratulations to the Canton Warriors. They came in and made a statement, and they made it early, jumping out to a 28-0 lead kickoff return. Paul set the tone, and they go on to win it 42-13.
Yeah, unfortunately, they got down a little bit early. Hey, they didn't quit, though. They scored 13 points, but a few big plays, big runs by Canton. Take those back, and you have a little tighter ball game. But this Northern Cambria team and the whole community themselves have nothing to hang their heads about. Great people down there. I grew up not far from there. And they deserve everything, all the accolades they got by winning the District 6 championship game.
They sure did, dating back to Media Day at Winburn. Nobody was picking the Northern Cambria Colts. For that matter, nobody was picking the Penns Manor Comets, who had a sensational season. And those were the last two teams standing in District 6. Northern Cambria got the better of it last Saturday on this same turf. But Canton, the District 4 champs, too strong tonight. Canton came here last year in early December, undefeated. Went home with a season-ending loss to the eventual state champion Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders. Justin Wheeler does such an outstanding job coaching that team, and I think they had it on their radar. They wanted to avenge that loss. It made for a hungry offseason, according to their head coach, Tyler Sechrist, and they're in the Final Four of the state. We're going to come back with our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Final score here tonight from Mansion Park Stadium. Canton Warriors 42 and the Northern Cambria Colts 13. Listening on Cat Country 106.3, watching on Renda Digital TV. We'll kick off our postgame show after this on the Renda Media Football Network.
The Grove Bar and Grill in Strongstown is proud to support the Northern Cambria Colts and wishes them the best of luck in the PIAA Class A playoffs. At the Grove, enjoy weekly specials like Thursday Wing Night or Friday Seafood Crab Leg specials. Stop in after tonight's game and see why they are a 4-time Wheels and Wings champion. Also, don't forget to ask about having their food truck at your next gathering. That's the Grove Bar and Grill along Route 422 in Strongstown. Dine in or take out available 814-749-8647.
Eric and the team at Smith Coal and Oil Company know how hard work and dedication can pay off. This season, the Northern Cambria athletes and coaches have done their communities proud, and Smith Coal and Oil are pleased to be a presenting sponsor of this state playoff matchup. Speaking of seasons, the weather has turned colder. Need coal, heating oil, or propane? Give the team at Smith a call, and don't let winter catch you by surprise. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria, 814-948-4708. Go Colts!
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, two great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
Hey guys, if you're in need of a trim or a new look and don't have the time to make an appointment, stop into Mariah's Barbershop in Spangler. Mariah gets you in and out quickly and offers affordable options like $12 regular haircuts or $15 bald fades. Straight razor shaves also available. And if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Mariah has gift certificates available in store. After all, there's nothing better than giving the gift of a fresh look to someone you care about. That's Mariah's Barbershop, 710 19th Street in Spangler, walk-ins and cash only.
Joining you on our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Congratulations to the Canton Warriors as they win it running away from Northern Cambria tonight 42-13. Let's recap the football game for you, and we hope to have Sam Schutte down on the field as well on our postgame show. Canton returned the opening kickoff. Weston Bellows 78 yards to set the tone. 15 seconds into the game after Bailey Ferguson's extra point, it was 7-0. Northern Cambria's first possession didn't go well. A sack set them back. They went 3 and out, got a 29-yard punt from Ben Janosko. And Canton started in Northern Cambria territory at the 35-yard line. They completed a big third down and 4 pass and got down to the 24-yard line. They went option left. Sophomore quarterback Holden Ward pitched it to his older brother Hayden, who scampered 24 yards to make it 14-0 after Ferguson's second extra point at the 8:32 mark, a 5-play 35-yard drive that took 91 seconds. Next possession got worse for Northern Cambria. Riley Parker, a pick six, 25 yards out. He read a pass play out in the flat, stepped in front of it, returned Owen Bucher's pass 25 yards for a touchdown. We hadn't played 5 minutes in the football game. As a matter of fact, 7:38 remaining, and it was 21-0 Canton over the Northern Cambria Colts. Colts went 3 and out. Warriors right back to work. An impressive 9-play, 80-yard drive, went 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Scored on a 2-yard touchdown run from Riley Parker on a 3rd down and goal, his second of the night, one defensively, one offensively. Colts were stunned. It was 28-0 with 1:34 remaining in the football game. Colts came right back, though. Nice 3-play, 67-yard drive that took 53 seconds. It was set up on a 64-yard run from Colton Peronish to the Warriors' 3-yard line. On a 2nd down and goal, read pass option, Owen Bucher kept the football for a 2-yard touchdown run to make it 28-7. In the second quarter, I should say, the only scoring, a 60-yard run by Riley Parker to Northern Cambria's 27-yard line, and then 15 yards from Weston Bellows to the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 10, Hayden Ward, a 12-yard touchdown run, 4 plays, 87 yards, took 66 seconds. Kick was no good. It was 34-7 at that point with 39 seconds left in the half. And they put the game into the mercy rule. With 7:07, they started a drive in the third quarter at the Canton 39-yard line. 61-yard drive capped off on a Hudson Ward touchdown run that covered 49 yards. 2-point conversion was good by Riley Parker. 42-7 the score halfway through the third quarter. Northern Cambria got on the board on a touchdown pass to Xander Delansky with 6:41 remaining. Trey Pershing's extra point. It was a 9-yard touchdown pass, by the way. And Trey Pershing's extra point set the final at 40. Or actually, the extra point was wide right. So it was 42-13, and that was our final score. When our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show continues, I'll go down on the turf. We'll interview head coach Sam Schutte of the Northern Cambria Colts. We'll do that and more. Paul will have the stats as well when we come back. Final score, Canton on to the state semifinals against Stilton Highspire next weekend. They win at 42-13 over the Northern Cambria Colts. Back to Mansion Park Stadium after these messages on the Renda Media Football Network.
Resta Home Health, a proud supporter of Northern Cambria student athletes, wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in the state playoffs. The never give up attitude and drive of this team have made everyone very proud. Resta Home Health, locally owned and operated, is committed to providing a high performance of health care for the improvement of our patients' physical and psychological condition. The team at Resta goes above and beyond to provide quality care in a cost-effective manner for the community. Go get them, Colts, from your friends at Resta Home Health.
Your local sheet store in Northern Cambria is proud to sponsor Northern Cambria Sports and wishes the Colts all the best in today's game. When you're hungry or thirsty, Sheets in Northern Cambria is the place to go. Try some tacos or appetizer buckets, fresh subs and salads, frozen drinks and milkshakes too. Don't forget to bring your Sheets reward card and get 3 cents off per gallon of gas. A proud sponsor of high school athletics, your local sheet store, Crawford Avenue, Northern Cambria.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
The Barnesboro American Legion Post 508 congratulates the Northern Cambria Colts football team and coaches on a fantastic year. Go get them today. Everyone at the Legion is rooting you on. The Barnesboro Legion takes pride in providing assistance and guidance for veterans, military personnel, and families in and around the Northern Cambria communities. The Legion has several events taking place in December with DJ or entertainment every Friday. And of course, the Legion's New Year's Eve celebration for members and signed-in guests. Barnesboro Legion, proud supporter of NC student athletes.
Milk every moment.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Okay, we're going to try to get
Mark
down.
Burdick back with you at field level. Paul, you're reading me okay?
Yes, I got you.
Up in the booth.
I got you, Mark.
Give me a touch. Okay, very good. I don't have communication down here. We're waiting for head coach Sam Schutte. Might even get a quick word. I know we had a lot of viewers from the Canton area with head coach Ryan Sequist.
I can give you a quick
42-13, the final score here at Mansion Park in Altoona. Paul, while we're waiting, actually, Coach Schutte coming over right now, so we'll get to him. Coach, you knew you were in for a tough matchup when you get to this level. There's a lot of good teams. You were one of them, but they kind of set the tone early, didn't they? They scored using all phases of the game, starting with the opening kickoff.
Absolutely. That was a great team. I know from the opening kickoff, I told our coaches upstairs, I said, this team speed is for real down here, and it was something that we really struggled with all game.
You thought maybe that would be one area where you had a slight advantage. Of course, video, it's so hard to see it. You can't really simulate it either in practice, but they had maybe more speed than what you thought.
They absolutely had a lot of speed, and it was one of those things where you're seeing them play opponents, but these opponents they're playing are district champions as well. So, when you see them play, it doesn't look like they're as fast as they are, and boy, do they have some get up, and they showed it tonight.
What happened on the opening kickoff?
I thought we had it covered well. We had Ty Dumb came down, covered it there. We had, I think Cody Dumb also had it covered. We had it covered well. The kid just stiff-armed 2 or 3 of our guys and broke 3 or 4 more tackles, and off he went. And it was one of those things that you don't want to see that early in a game. And, we haven't given one up all season, and that was the first one. And when that happens, when you haven't given one up, it's not really a lack of concept or scheme. It's just guys that are, they were getting after it.
And then on your first possession, the sack kind of set the tone. They set you back, and you give them field position in your own territory. Generally, against a team like that, that's not going to work out well.
Field position has been how they've been winning games. I know in all the films that we do have, they have dominated field position. And Booker missed that first throw right off the bat. We get behind the chains, try to run, not there, and then we try to throw, and they just brought the pressure with their guys up front. And I tell you what, we're giving away 80 to 90 pounds per guy up front. They were really big, and they were able to kind of blitz us with 4 guys and drop everyone else in coverage, and that's tough to do because you don't have an answer for that, because if we can't block 4 with 6, it's a pretty tough task to be pretty productive throughout the night.
Yeah, Paul Tatarka made a comment that some of the heights and weights listed on the roster, they appeared to be bigger.
Oh my God, they were so big and so wide. I mean, these guys were twice the size width-wise of our guys, and talking about taking up gaps and eating space up, they're 2-gapping it for sure.
I thought, though, you fall behind 28-0. You knew your guys weren't going to quit. I'm sure everybody's trying to keep everybody up on the sideline. You come back and make it 28-7. And I thought, really, for a good chunk of the late in the first quarter and into the second quarter, you controlled things for a while.
Yeah, I think we had our opportunities and we had our moments. And again, it was tough to really keep that momentum going. And, unfortunately we didn't. This is a game of momentum. It really is. And if you can keep that big Mo on your side, it's a little bit easier to do things. The calls get a little bit easier. It's easier to stop them on third down. But, we kind of lost it. And it was just really hard to be consistent against this team. They were so good and so fast, and it seemed like they were just everywhere.
We're visiting with Northern Cambria head coach Sam Schutte down on the carpet here at Mansion Park. So I guess two different emotions last week to this week. But one thing for sure, nobody's going to come to Northern Cambria and take that District 6 championship trophy out of your case. Those are memories that will last for a lifetime. Everything else is just gravy. Sure, you want to win and move on, but there's only going to be one team standing at I guess it's Cumberland Valley this year, right? In December, and to make it to the Elite Eight, if you will, in the state, it's quite an accomplishment. And the District 6 championship, man, these kids are probably sad now, but they're going to look back in a few days and say, wow, that was a lot of fun.
And that's exactly what I said. It's going to sting a little bit, maybe today, tomorrow, but you're going to eventually, it's going to settle in what you actually did. And not only on the football field, but what they actually did in our community and our school. They rallied our community, and they've brought an about face to the attitude in our town, because we've had some, we had our tough times, last year, and this team has just been a beacon of positivity, and I think they're going to realize the good that they did in our community and be very proud of what they did.
Last weekend before the game, I came out and interviewed you at this school, and it was just so much fun. I think it's what's particularly, I think in smaller schools, you see it more than even in larger communities, what it does to bring a community together. Businesses with signs out, homemade posters in windows. I took notice of that, and I said, this is special.
It really is, and that's what I told those guys. I said, take what you want away from this season, but no one's ever going to take those memories and those experience that was created by the school district, created by the community, and created by the coaches and the members on our team. These memories that these kids have, no one's ever had them in our school, and that's a big deal. It's a big deal to me, and it will be a big deal to them once they sit back and really take everything in and realize what they accomplished this year.
Sam, you were right, by the way, 1979. Mr. McGulick, you were on it. They were 10-0, so you tie a school record for wins. You had a heck of a season. You need a lot of good Indians, and you need a lot of good players around those Indians, but you need a good chief too. You were just that. You've done an amazing job in your 6 years with the program. I know it's tough to say goodbye to those seniors, but congratulations on the job you did.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm really going to miss those seniors. It's one of those, you just keep telling yourself one more week with them. Just give me one more week with them. And even the practices, it was just so enjoyable to be around these kids because they played for each other, and it was just a very special time, and I'm going to miss them. And I also want to thank you guys. I think you guys do a great job. I know a lot of our people were planning on watching a game at home, and you made that possible. So that's hats off to you guys as well.
We want to thank Smith Coal and Oil Company too for helping us to underwrite the cost of the video stream. It gets more expensive as we go along, but that's okay. We found a way to get it done. We salute you and the Northern Cambria Colts and Colts Nation. This was a lot of fun. I was glad to be part of it.
Thanks a lot, Mark, and thanks Smith Coal.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Sam Schutte, head coach of the Northern Cambria Colts. If we can, we'll try to get Coach Seacrest in here for a quick moment. I know we had a lot of viewers from the Canton area up in Bradford County, 42-13. They win it over the Northern Cambria Colts. And Paul, as we wait for Coach Seacrest, how about we send it back up to you, and you can maybe run over a couple of the stats before we get to the coach.
Gotcha. Quick game summary, Mark, here.
To make sure your mic is on too, Paul.
Yeah, I believe it is.
I turned you off.
I think it is, Mark. And this is the first time doing this, but for Northern Cambria, they carried the ball 31 times for 161 yards and a touchdown. They passed for 9 times they completed 9 passes out of 20 for 71 yards and a touchdown, with 2 interceptions for a total of 51 plays, 232 yards. And for the Canton Warriors, they carried the ball 41 times for 305 yards and 4 TDs. They threw the ball only 4 times, completing 2 for 13 yards. They ran a total of 45 plays for 318 yards. And Most of that was carried by Ryan Parker, who had 112 yards on 10 carries, so he was right on his average. Let me see if Mark has the coach from Canton. I believe he's talking to the press from Canton right now. So maybe we can get one more commercial before we throw it down to Mark real quick. Let me see if John would like to do that, if he'd like to run one more, and then we'll throw it down to Mark.
Business happens here, and here, and here. At First Commonwealth, we believe that to be the best bank for the businesses that create strong communities, we need to understand the way they work, see their companies firsthand, meet them face to face, and build a relationship so we can help them build their business.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, order your new Ford and lock in 2.9% APR financing for 60 months, no matter when your new vehicle comes in. That's right, order your new vehicle now, and your interest rate is locked in even if rates go up. Just stop in today and drive away in your new vehicle from Luther Ford. Luther Ford, two great locations, Homer City and Evansburg. Click on lutherford.com.
Down to the field. That stole you away there for a second, Coach Tyler Seacrest. Yeah, congratulations on to the state semifinals. Different feeling standing on this turf compared to a year ago.
Yeah, it's a better feeling. The guys really struggled last year to lose here. I mean, it really hurt because they had a goal in mind, and it feels better to walk off as winning the game. Yeah.
We had several thousand viewers watching this game, and I know several from your area, so we wanted to give you a couple of minutes on the post-game show, on the First Commonwealth Bank post-game show. You kind of got off and running right with the opening kickoff. Maybe explain talk about that return and how it opened up for you.
Yeah, we were looking at that all week. They weren't kicking it real deep, and we wanted to be aggressive on the kickoff return, and we thought we needed to come out quick on this Northern Cambria team. They're a young, upcoming team, but they hadn't been in a situation like this before, and we thought maybe jumping on them quick would help us, not give them some hope. And you could see they played hard. You could see they got some hope there when they scored, and when teams can get dangerous, when they feel like they can get confident.
You know, your defense has been so stout all season long. You gave up only 14 touchdowns, I think, in 12 games, many of them late in blowout victories, and the defense set the tone when they did get the ball in their first possession.
Yeah, defense wins championships, and it's been huge. My defensive coordinator, Greg Bellows, does a great job, and our kids have a lot of football knowledge, so they're able to do a lot of different things, show some different looks, and they tackle well.
Well, you told me you'd keep me on my toes with rotating quarterbacks in there, and you did that, and the Ward brothers were something.
Yeah, they're my nephews, and it's a pleasure to coach them, and I really enjoy it.
All right. Well, next up, Stilton High Spire. They won with 2 seconds left today. I think the final score 42-35. I couldn't help the print reporter I think you're talking to. You said you're kind of hoping that you'd play Penn's Manor because they were more one-dimensional, but at the end of the day, you were glad you faced a passing team in Northern Cambria because maybe a better tune-up, if you will.
I think so, yeah. Stilton's very athletic, and they throw the ball around a lot. Northern Cambria is more of a look than Penn's Manor that Stilton wouldn't show us. So I guess they win with 2 seconds left. Things always happen for a reason, so we'll see. We're just grateful to be playing next week in the state semifinals, and really looking forward to representing our community well.
I told the story how you ended up playing Union in your season opener, and you know they won the Whitfield Championship yesterday.
They had a big win yesterday. I don't think anybody expected that except them, and I think maybe Canton, we expected it because we played them week one. We knew what they had and knew what they could do.
Only an upset if you don't think you can win, right?
That's right.
Tyler, congratulations. I like the public school matchups we have going on here in the Final Four. Good luck next weekend.
Hey, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Tyler Seacrest, head coach of of the Canton Warriors, 42-13. Paul, I'll make my way back up to you. I'm not sure if you were done with the stats, but you can hold down the fort until I get back up there.
I got you, Mark.
As a matter of fact, why don't we do this? Let's go to our final break, and we'll come back with some final comments on our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show right here on Cat Country 106.3, Renda Digital TV. 42-13, Warriors end the Northern Cambria Colts season at 10-4. Canton will now play Stilton High Spire next week in the semifinals. Coming back with some final thoughts on the Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, this is Justin Nagel with R4H Transportation. R4H would like to wish the Northern Cambria Colts good luck. The Stampede is on. Go Colts! R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation services every day of the week. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory, wheelchair, gurney chair, and stretcher van passengers. We take pride in providing quality care and professional service to all of our clients. Due to an increasing need for our services, R4H is expanding. We're opening new locations across Pennsylvania along with other states. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online today. Full-time, part-time, casual, and seasonal driver positions are available in many locations. We provide all of the training. Veterans, retirees, medical professionals are encouraged to apply. And as always, because of you, we are R4H.
The Barnesboro Slovak Club is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. And if you're looking for a friendly, comfortable atmosphere with good friends and entertainment, then try the Barnesboro Slovak Club. The Barnesboro Slovak Club welcomes new members, and there's always fun activities to do there. And be sure to check the Slovak Club out on Facebook for upcoming events. Again, that's the Barnesboro Slovak Club. Join today.
Time on Renda Digital TV and Cat Country 106.3. Paul, final thoughts?
Well, you know what? The Heritage Conference in District 6 was well represented tonight from the crew from Northern Cambria, that's for sure, Mark. The fans come out in drones, and we had, you said, I think over 2,000 views on Renda Digital TV. So they have nothing that they're hanging their head about. That is for sure. And like you had said and talked to the coach down in the field, they're going to look about years from now. I mean, I'm talking 30, 40 years from now, and remember these guys on the field. I know that that's still the talk of the town. When they won the basketball championship back in '65 with the Nastasi twins and Frank Frontino and Kenny Anderson, and I'm apologize for the last game. I can't remember his name right now, but they're still talking about those guys are in their 70s, and they're still talking about those guys down there. And the Northern Cambria girls volleyball team, you know, a few times. So this community has a lot to keep their heads up about. Don't get down about one loss, that's for sure.
Just a couple of individual stats that you didn't get a chance to pass along as we got the coaches on there. Riley Parker, 112 yards rushing for Canton. They had 218 yards rushing in the game. And you know what? They came in averaging 268. So Northern Cambria did a pretty good job in that regard. They had 218 yards rushing, 223 overall. And the Colts ended up with 9 more yards, 230.
I think you got the first half stats there.
Yeah, you're right. He has them backwards.
Yes, he does.
305 yards rushing. My apologies, Canton Warriors, and 4 touchdowns and 318 overall. And Northern Cambria, 232 yards rushing. Colton Peronish finishes his outstanding career with 69 yards rushing. Passing department, Owen Bucher was 9 of 20 for 71 yards. So that young man goes over 20, well, not quite, just shy of 2,300 yards passing this season. So, Paul, it starts in August. It ends in late November for us. It's been a lot of fun.
On U92, don't forget we got the Indiana... It's not Indians. It's
IUP Crimson Hawks.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to congratulate Paul Tortorella and the Crimson Hawks. A hard-fought 19-13 victory over Ashland University. They'll be back at home next Saturday. A rematch of the PSAC championship. And 2 outstanding teams, the Shepherd Rams, will come back with their great quarterback Bajent to Miller Stadium. IUP will try to win Super Region 1 in advance to the Final Four in the country in NCAA Division II. So that's going to do it. We want to thank our video producer, John Smathers, our cameraman tonight, Josh Williams, Danielle Pisarchik back at the radio station, who performed triple duty today with football, basketball, and back to football on the high school level. Thank you, Danielle, for your great work.
Danielle, thank you.
Speaking for Paul Tatarko, Mark Burdick reminding you that the final score here tonight, Canton Warriors advance. They'll play Stilton High Spire next weekend in the PIAA Class A Final Four. They end Northern Cambria's season, a District 6 championship season for the Colts, one to be remembered in Northern Cambria for many years ahead. From Mansion Park Stadium, Mark Burdick reminding you the final score, Canton 42 and Northern Cambria 13. Until we talk to you down the road, everybody, from Altoona, good night.